pretty full, and there's a young woman on the other side of the island, and it looks like she's leaving.
Tries to get in your car?
I pull up in there, and I get out. I'm not out of my car for 30 seconds. Yeah. Excuse me, that's a nice car you have. I'm homeless. Do you have any money? And usually, if I got a few bucks, I want to give her some. I don't carry money anymore.
She's got $400 in her pocket.
I told her, I said, I don't carry cash anymore. I really don't. And she turned and started walking. I'm not out 30 seconds. And then I'm gonna name them here. BP.
Yeah.
What's up with your pumps? I used to work at a gas station. I could not get the thing to work.
Oh.
You put the card in, you take the card out, you hit the button. It basically just said, your card's being read. Okay, your card's read. Okay, now what's the next step here? What button do you push? I pushed every button they had on there. I did everything you could. Nothing happened.
I don't get it.
I pushed the cashier thing. Nothing happened. No one talked through the intercom or nothing. I got in the car and left, went down to the Marathon across the street here, in and out in 2 seconds. Clean, efficient.
What'd you pay for the high test in that Porsche?
$387.
Yeah, that's not
Marathon.
bad.
For down here, it's cheaper up in the mountains.
Yeah,
it's about 40 cents cheaper.
Yeah, if you're not spending $440 or $420 or something
like you do,
Well, I do because I like to go to the expensive places.
Premium place.
Well, sure. I walk in. Here it comes. Let's jack up.
Does
those
he check
prices.
into the oil? Check your oil, mister?
No. As soon as I pull in, I hear the guy say, "Here he is on 4 on aisle 4."
Check him out. Check him out.
Ding, 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 and all of a sudden the price is changing. Wally.
No, what they do is they hit the little electrode and the monkey inside
it goes ding dong.
He jacks it up in there.
I don't tell the monkey what to do.
Mister, I am a musician. The monkey is a businessman. He doesn't tell me what to play. I don't tell him what to do with the money.
It's hard to believe. Anyway,
30 seconds. I'm not out 30 seconds.
I remember the famous story of that very attractive older white-haired woman who was a sweet grandmother, and she had a sign, "Grandma wants to get home to kids," or something like that. And she would stop at I-75 at the North Side exit, and she would make this trip up and down I-75 in particular. This just had to be 30 years, 20, 30 years ago. And remember, she finally got caught in the news because finally somebody found out she had like $400 or $500 in her pocket, and I think she had a car in a parking lot nearby.
They followed her.
Yeah, she lives in Tennessee, and she'd come down to Atlanta to panhandle and make $700 or $800 in an afternoon and go home.
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
She was very sweet. I mean, she was beautiful and sweet and, a nice elderly grandma type figure. And she had the whole thing down pat, and she was making a fortune. They finally arrested her.
For what?
For fraud.
Fraud?
I don't know. I think they charged her with panhandling. I think there was a charge. But yeah, either way, she was outed. But of course, if you didn't see the news, that one particular 3-minute segment, you wouldn't have known the next day she's back and people are going to give her money. So anyway.
I'm a soft touch. If there's a guy with a dog, I'm immediately giving him something.
Well, and you know what? I almost stopped the other day. When I go home, I take a certain route going home. When I cross Holcomb Bridge Road, maybe, and go heading east, there's near a bus stop and near a shopping center. There's a guy. I think it's a guy. Might be a woman. I can't tell. With like 2 or 3 shopping carts linked together and like a tent over it of plastic bags and stuff, and that's their house.
Yeah.
I mean that's. That person, I don't know if it's a woman or a man. Because I don't think I've ever actually seen the face of the person. And I think, how the hell do you how do you do that? What do you do?
I don't know. There's a guy up here at Windy Hill. You used to have him and his dog. I would stop and talk to him.
But again, and then when the last time they were doing a story about what's going on in Los Angeles, there's no sidewalks anymore in Los Angeles. They're all people in tents.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I know, Flounder, I didn't mean to ignore you, sir. It's how are you, Mrs. Flounder? He's a building of darkness. See, when Pete's here, he's got the computer screen. It's got computer stuff on it. And so the building and the den of darkness in there is pitch freaking black. So we don't know whether he's in there or not.
There's lights on in here.
There he is. Well, I can't. You come in here and then you tell. In fact, here. You come in here. You come in here.
All right, come in here, Flounder. Oh, we're going to change seats now. Here he goes. See, no one can hear him. He's still narrating, but no one can hear him.
Right. I'm now sitting at your chair.
I'm
sitting at your chair. You tell me you can see me, my ass.
I can see you.
You liar.
No,
dirty liar.
There's a reason why.
There's a reason why we can see you.
Because your head is shining.
It's shining.
Oh, well, okay. I can't see me now.
Okay, he's got his hands over his eyes going, can't see me now. All right. Well, that was a social experiment gone awry.
Boy, that's
radio.
That's going to get us the Peabody.
The Gabby is ours. The second Gabby. I'd be two Gabbies. We've got one.
I think that finally that Hall of Fame registration is going to show up in the mail.
Oh, any day radio.
For all three of us.
Georgia Radio Hall of Fame.
Kind of as a team.
2.0. The Georgia Radio Hall of Fame 2.0.
The new Radio
and improved.
The new Hall of Fame.
And shiny.
If you've ever listened to the radio.
Do you have a radio?
Well, no.
In your car. You can qualify, too, to be the Georgia Radio Hall of Fame.
If you've ever visited an actual radio station.
Have you seen a radio wave?
Oh, mercy. I mean, what a difference in the... we do. The whole business. I mean, and I was thinking about that yesterday. I talked about 60 years ago.
Tiffany. We were just talking to Tiffany out there, and all three of us were talking about how we got in the radio, and all three of us fell into it. None of us wanted to be in radio. We just fell into it.
Never in a million years ever. No.
Never thought about it for a second.
How did Tiffany stumble into the...
She got into through promotions, and then just...
Somebody quit.
Someone quit, and they needed a traffic person, and...
Traffic person takes care of all the commercials and the sponsors.
Runs the place.
Runs the whole... Yeah, determines what plays when on the air all day
Pretty much oversees and manages the commercial inventory.
The serious side of actual workers in radio.
It's why we have breaks. There's a break at 3:13 and 3:29. I mean,
or she comes in here with a stick.
And everything is by the second, by the way, also right to the top of you. Anyway.
Yeah, because we followed that so closely.
Well, no, not in between the seconds.
We're her worst nightmares.
No, I'm her worst. Anyway.
Was that live spot a minute 40?
Well, I tell little stories once in a while.
Very personable.
In fact, I got one. Remember, I got that one program director taken off the air, TikTok.
Because
he started talking about my freaking commercial. I said, "No, just a minute."
It was either he gets fired or one of us is going to kick his butt in the hallway. Is what was going to happen.
I would. Now should I tell the story?
No, don't tell. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, but again, it's another. Another thing popped up recently on my Facebook page about Pat McDonald, and it was like his passing or something, and he was one of our great bosses, and there was a story about how he handled a thing that I had with a program director once, and it's just a great. Anyway, so there, radio business, Anyway, 404-741-1230, 741-1230. All right, we have a special live entertainment section coming up in 15 or 20 minutes. Also, lots of interesting sound about stuff that's happening now, which is kind of funny and weird and different, and I think we'll have a little fun today. But some lefties have to eat crow. And again, have you seen anybody from the Democrat Party or anybody who used to be a leader of the Democrat Party congratulating Donald Trump on just the latest of the thing he just accomplished?
Oh, no. Did you see what Chuck Schumer was saying? That he's a liar and that he's making all this stuff up and everything he's doing is destroying the country? I'll find it. We'll play it. But he's just bold-faced lying.
It's just unbelievable. I mean, seriously. It's like they're doubling down on making even more ridiculous and vicious accusations of some. Really, I can't believe it.
Orwellian doublespeak.
And how the hell is the media? I mean, how? Well, again,
we're going to play a
montage where finally they have to say, "Oh my God, Trump's doing great." So, but
there's numbers involved in this.
I know, but those are like business numbers chart people. We need anchormen and news stories about but it's never going to happen.
CNN can't even tell a white person from a black person.
Oh God, and we got that too on Aaron Burnett. Again.
Real quick, here is Chuck Schumer lying about Trump's accomplishments with the EU.
Excellent.
Over the weekend, Donald Trump announced a new trade deal with the European Union. It will result in a $90 billion per year tax hike on American families. When you raise tariffs, the American families pay for it.
That's a lie.
$90 billion tax on American families in this
That's
tariff
a complete
deal with
lie.
Yeah,
we're gaining $90 billion.
He's making it up. You're just saying it.
Even the European papers were saying he stole their lunch on the golf course between holes.
Right.
And not only that, Trump was in their country hosting them.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
seriously. Well, he owns Scotland now, basically.
But again, the accomplishment. And so which is 6 months. I mean, the list of the things he's done and the money that's coming, trillions of dollars, trillions. He just made 2 deals with Japan, and he also solved, 4 wars? He just, well, no, seriously, the Pakistan and...
that ended quick, didn't it?
Boom, pow. I mean, it's like 3 different things that have all changed because of Donald Trump. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Anyway, holy cow. Also, I can't even say Elliot Ickler. I'm afraid if I say her name out loud, I'm going to show up on my Elliot Ickler. Kelly Pickler.
Kelly Pickler.
Well, see, now I've done it again. She's going to pop up on my Facebook page again. It's just unbelievable.
You manifested her.
It's unbelievable. Come on, hold on. Give her pain flower. Oh, my God.
If you love 106.3, then you'll love the all-new XTRA 106.3 app. It's loaded with replays of your favorite shows like The Morning Extra and The Cramer Show, podcasts from conservative voices across the South, and access to Extra's crystal clear live stream from anywhere in Georgia. Grab it now for Apple or Android.
Make going back to school a little more fun as the Brewers and Marlins come to Truist Park August 4th through the 10th. The week includes the Ronaldo Lopez bobblehead giveaway presented by Coca-Cola, followed by the Ronald Acuna Jr. Funko Pop giveaway presented by Xfinity. Then head into the weekend series where it's all about the kids, including Kids Club Day on August 9th, plus 2 Kids Gate giveaways featuring the Chris Sale Triple Crown and the Kids Sliding Mitt. And the second half of August is even more stacked, with more fun as the White Sox and division rival Mets battle the Braves August 18th through the 24th. Fans can look forward to 3 giveaways, including the 1995 World Series replica ring presented by Coca-Cola on Alumni Night, which will celebrate the 30th anniversary of the World Series title, a camo rope hat presented by Realtree as part of the hunting and fishing night at Truist Park, and more. Purchase your tickets at Braves.com/promos. Atlanta Braves baseball. We are Braves country.
There's a new vibe in Tucker, and it's teeing off at Heritage Golf Links. After a multi-million-dollar renovation, the course has never looked better. From pristine new greens and bunkers to the stunning 11,000-square-foot putting green, Heritage Golf Links is ready to impress, challenge, and deliver an unforgettable round you'll come back for again and again. And when the sun goes down, the game keeps going. Our one-of-a-kind night range is lit up and open Friday and Saturday nights until 10 p.m., so your swing can shine under the lights. So, whether you're practicing, playing, or just enjoying the full-service bar and grill, Heritage Golf Links is the perfect place for golfers who want more than just a round. Heritage is a destination and a better golf experience. Reserve your tee time at heritagegolflinks.com. That's heritagegolflinks.com.
Located just minutes from downtown Atlanta, Heritage Golf Links is easily accessible from I-285 and I-85.
A couple years ago, I was in the bathroom at the airport when I dropped my smartphone in the toilet. Not smart. I was multitasking when I should have been focused on the job at hand. Embarrassing, but I'm not alone. According to Google, 7 million other multitaskers accidentally dropped their phones into the bowl last year. A gentle reminder that right now you can get yourself a brand new Samsung Galaxy A36 absolutely free with a $35 plan from Pure Talk. The A36 comes with scratch-resistant Gorilla Glass and a battery that'll last all day, along with unlimited talk, text, and data on America's most dependable 5G network. In other words, it's tough and smart. Something to think about next time you're multitasking and the necessary. Just dial pound 250, say keyword micro to get your free phone today. You can make the switch in just 10 minutes. That's pound 250. Say micro to switch to a no-nonsense smartphone and a company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
Oh, sorry, I'm just reading about my history thing. Whoops. I love this song. Other guy. John, the guy could sing, actually. John Travolta.
Okay. You say so.
Well, no, I mean, he was talented. He could dance and sing. And
he could dance.
Yeah.
That's true.
He could definitely dance. And a little naughty little Olivia Newton-John coming up here. I'll shape up for you, baby.
Let's get physical.
Yeah, I'll get physical. She was so pretty. She just seemed so damn pretty and sweet and nice. I'll bet no one ever said a bad word about her. You know what?
No.
I'll bet she's probably the greatest wife and greatest girlfriend, just a sweet lady.
He disappeared, remember? The husband disappeared.
Well, he probably betrayed her, and she had to kill him. I don't know. I'm guessing. It's on my own. I could be wrong. I mean, I'm not.
Had him killed.
I didn't read the police report. Anyway, here we go. I have one that I want, baby. Grease soundtrack, 1978. John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John went to number 1 on the album chart. Grease, 1978. Different time. Let's see. Birthday list includes Rodney Allen Rippey. Remember that little bitty guy? He was a little cute kid from
McDonald's.
the 1970s Jack in the Box.
Oh, Jack in the Box
commercials. Rodney Allen Rippey, 57 years old. I think he did some a sitcom type work too, but he's not really known for that.
I thought you were going to say porno there for a second.
Not that I
hesitated.
Not that I know of it all there, sir. And a list of history actions today include this. 1965. The first 4,000 paratroopers of the 101st Airborne Division arrive in Vietnam at Cam Ranh Bay. Cam Ranh Bay actually was kind of a resort-known area. And by the way, and Vietnam had some beautiful beaches.
Does now.
Yeah.
It's a vacation spot.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Unbelievable.
In fact, I remember on they said, well, you can go to Thailand. So, no, why would I, go? Anyway.
Why wouldn't you go to Thailand?
Well, because it's kind of like what you're doing now. I mean, it was, I don't know.
Except they're not shooting at you in Thailand.
But it's still the little, I don't know. I'm just saying.
What were you doing?
No, I didn't do anything. I just wouldn't say anything. Anyway, and so they put on a show for Maxwell Taylor, the ambassador, and William Westmoreland, who ran the joint at that point. 101st Airborne had combat jumps in the invasion of Normandy. They fought as a separate brigade until 1967 when the whole shebang showed up. They had aerial rocket artillery units with rocket-firing helicopters. Those air con units, my friends. They were mostly in the Central Highlands, Ashal Valley, farther north. They were part of the Hamburger Hill operation. The division returned to Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Today is the only air mobile division in the Army. In the 101st, during the war, 101st Airborne awarded 17 Medals of Honor for bravery in combat and suffered 20,000, Screaming Eagles, 101st Airborne, suffered 20,000 soldiers killed or wounded in Vietnam, twice as many as the casualties they suffered in World War II. 101st Airborne. Man, they were Screaming Eagles, all right. Those freaking gunships, let me tell you what. It's 321, Kevin Pete and Flounder. And, geez, I don't even know where to start. Let's start. Here's it. I still can't believe this story.
Oh, yeah. Unbelievable.
Let's check this out. I'm not making this up.
Unbelievable.
A 2-year-old boy named Govinda Kumar was playing near his home in the famous village of Katwa in the eastern state of Bihar in India. 2-year-old boy, Govinder Kumar. And he's playing along outside the house, and suddenly a 3-foot cobra slithers by him. He thought, ooh, it's a toy. The kid's 2. So he grabbed the snake.
Oh.
The cobra coiled itself around the young little boy's hand, and because he was startled, he bit the snake's head clean off. Clean off. Ozzy Osbourne clean off. His grandmother said, oh my God, he killed it on the spot. He passed out and was rushed to a hospital because he had ingested some of the poison of the snake, the venom, when he bit it. But thank God, the doctor said the kid lived. They transferred him to a specialist hospital.
Was it an American doctor? Because they're in India.
Wouldn't that be ironic? Sorry, we're not trying to make a racial thing. No,
I have an Indian doctor.
Well, so is mine, in fact. Her name is like Muhindi or so. I could look at her.
You don't know her name?
No, I don't know her name.
Just say Doc?
No, I just, well, she, I'm afraid to turn her. I think she thinks I'm cute, and I don't want to start anything with her, It wouldn't be right.
Yeah, learning her name.
Shut up. It's like Muhinda or something or other. Well, I don't know. I know her address.
Dr. Shoebang Bazoombar?
I know how to get there. Well, I don't. Waze does.
Remember that?
I don't even know how to get to my own doctor.
The old radio station, they changed our health policy.
Oh, yeah.
And they go, here's your list of doctors.
Yeah,
and everyone's Dr. Shoebang Bazoombar. If you're still out there.
He's not available Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Anyway, this little kid bit the freaking head off a cobra. and passed out. The venom did not get into his bloodstream, but it got into his face and his head, and the cobra was not able to bite the kid.
How?
So the only venom he got was from the blood parts of the cobra where he bit the head off, but the snake tooth venom veins didn't get into the little boy.
This kid needs to be checked because this is the myth, the old Greek myth of Hercules. One of the gods was mad because he was a demigod and sent 2 poisonous snakes to kill him in his crib, and his mother woke up and went in there, and he had grabbed both snakes and killed him as a baby.
I don't remember the story.
That's one of the myths, and this kid just did that.
The doctor said, I got the kid, he was active and alert, but his mouth and face were swollen because of the venom in the oral cavity. The neurotoxins can mess up your nervous system and kill you. There are 5.5 million people getting bit by snakes every year around the world.
This kid is the living embodiment of Vishnu.
Vishnu, we know, yeah. Snake bites kill about 140,000 people a year. The people left with amputations from the poison, probably 400,000. India accounts for half of all of it. India has 300 snake species. 300 different snake species.
That can kill you.
Including 60 venomous muscle killers like vipers, kraits, saw-scaled viper, most of the bite-related deaths. They have the big 4 species in India.
Yeah, and that's, if you ever read Jungle Book, Ricky Tikki Tavi, about him killing the crate and the 2 cobras and everything.
I tell you, I mean, those are freaking serpents. They are
serpents.
Yeah, they're serpents.
Those cobras are as long as this room.
No, they're not good. Yeah, it's not.
And they spit, like you were saying. Some of them spit.
I saw it. I saw it in the wide world of spitting cobra. Whatever the hell the show was years and years ago. The guy put on a mask and a helmet and a suit and the whole like bio suit and everything else. And he said, "Watch this!" And they bring out this freaking snake and he spit in it. I had to be 25 feet away. Joink, and just a huge stream of venom right in the guy's face. Jeez. And by the way, if you ever walk around in that, whatever the hell it was, probably in India someplace, or I don't know where it was, if you see a snake, how do you know it's not going to be one of those long-time poison spitting ones? You know,
well, it'll spit on you. You're the spitting image of that cobra. That's,
oh, man. Can you? I mean, I saw it. I couldn't believe it.
Which reminds me of that story back in the 40s or 50s. A crate of cobras opened up and spilled in some town in Missouri, and for a year, they had to go around trying to find. I think they found all of them, and the winter killed some of them. Talk about...
Yeah. That's why it's fun to put snakes in somebody's car and tell them...
that's real fun. That's
I'll tell you how many I put in there.
My car's airtight. It can float.
Well, those Nazi engineers, boy, they got that Volkswagen, and it was just...
What. You say what you want about them, but those fascists can build a car.
Make a car. Nothing wrong with that. All right, here we go. We're going to play cut number 1 here, Flounder. This is there are a couple of big stories in the news. Obviously, what happened in New York and the shooting of the guy who then killed himself. And you'll hear about Aaron Burnett once again making a complete fool. He's just a liberal, disgraceful fool of herself.
Race baiter.
Yeah, I mean, just a hideous example of the worst you could possibly do in a public broadcasting news type organization.
Pull their license.
Just to stop her from. I mean, it's just. Well, again, it's cable. The CNN, they don't. FCC, I don't think has squat to say about them unless they're playing on TV stations to play them. But they can't do anything to CNN. I'm sure. I don't believe. Anyway, so here we go. Now, first of all, we'll talk about Cincinnati. What happened? If you haven't seen the video, I bet you've seen the video. The Cincinnati police chief, this girl DEI hire named Teresa Thiege or whatever her name is, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Girl.
Had a news conference and said, that video you saw, the video shows was 3 o'clock in the morning over the weekend. A group of people, black people, I think they were all black people, beating the crap out of this white guy on the ground. A female came out to try to get him to stop, and then she got knocked out cold, literally like the WWE. She got knocked out on the concrete with her eyes half open, totally unconscious. And now the Cincinnati police chief, social media went nuts about this whole thing. And so the Cincinnati police chief said, now, wait a minute. I think people are misrepresenting what this means to the city of Cincinnati, Ohio. And so she tried to explain that what you see is not really the truth. Flounder, cut number 1, if you would, sir. Cincinnati girl police chief.
Social media and journalism and the role it plays in this incident. And yes, guys, that's you. That is you. Social media, the post that we've seen, does not depict the entire incident. that is one version of what occurred. At times, social media and mainstream media and their commentaries are a misrepresentation of the circumstances surrounding any given event. What that does, that causes us some difficulties in thoroughly investigating the activity and enforcing the law. Because what happens, that social media post and your coverage of it distorts the content of what actually happened. And it makes our job more difficult.
Oh, so that white guy was beating up that whole gang of black kids, right?
Yeah, it shows the white guy chasing in the street, beaten, kicked, stomped in the head, body slammed. A woman rushed to his aid, got attacked by a woman. Then a guy punched her literally punched her so hard she was unconscious by the time she hit the ground. Authorities said they didn't know anything about it until it was posted on social media. One witness said that one guy that appeared to be drunk was in a verbal dispute with one of the victims. Then he left the area for about 15 minutes and then came back with his group of thugs, and that's what started the violence. So in other words, there was some kind of a spat or something. The guy left and came back with his homies. And that's when it started. And this idiot Cincinnati police girl DEI hire says, well, the video lacked context. It only showed one side of it. What are you talking about? I mean, 5 people have been arrested so far. They're looking for more. And put this in context there, police chief. There were at least 100 witnesses. Only one person ever called the cops. A fight of 100 people there, one person eventually called the police.
And she's blaming social media. Well, what is the context, you stupid?
Yeah.
I mean, really.
The context is you just saw it.
What other context could it be?
Is there an excuse? She's trying to make an excuse. So therefore, what? I mean, give me an explanation that would make anything right about that.
Was any real journalist in that room to stand up and say, well, then give us the real context?
Yeah. Well, I mean, she was lecturing everybody.
Yeah.
Shaking her face. You people.
Because she didn't do her job.
You people. God. All right, 3:31. Hold on. And coming up, CNN, Aaron Burnett. Oh, boy. Here we go again. It's all coming up. We got all. Give her Pete Flounder. How you doing? How's your Tuesday? All right, here we go. Look at it.
Get the latest breaking news and insight from the biggest conservative voices in the South when you follow XTRA 106.3 across all your social media platforms. Find us on Facebook, X, Instagram, and YouTube at XTRA 106.3.
The summer's got you thinking about hitting the road. And with back to school right around the corner, you need a vehicle built for the road and safe enough for the family. And Subaru of Gwinnett has it for you. Like the 2025 Subaru Outback, which will take you as far as you want to explore with standard symmetrical all-wheel drive, plus up to 32 miles per gallon. And if you're up for adventure, it'll get you off the beaten path with up to 9.5 inches of ground clearance, more than the Honda CR-V or Toyota RAV4. Or the 2025 Subaru Forester, the SUV for all you love. It's the right-sized SUV for all the adventures ahead, with a spacious and comfortable interior for everyone you want to bring along. And no matter where adventure takes you, it starts on Satellite Boulevard in Duluth with the amazing staff at Subaru of Gwinnett. They'll help you find the Subaru that you'll love and be there every step of the way for everything you need. Start your shopping online at SubaruofGwinnett.com.
Advisory services offered through Master Plan Retirement Consultants, Inc., a registered investment advisory in the state of Georgia. Insurance, tax, and commodity services offered through Fricks & Associates, Inc., DBA Master Plan Retirement Consultants. The aforementioned are affiliated companies.
Retirement means different things to different people. Some folks want to travel the world. Some folks want to spend more time with grandkids. For me, I'm looking forward to spending more time with my guitar. Whether extravagant and robust or simple and cozy, every retirement needs a plan. You wouldn't take a trip without directions. You have to know where you are before you know where you're going. Master Plan Retirement Consultants have helped many like you plan for their own retirement. Not only does Master Plan help you create the roadmap, they join you on the journey. So whether you want to travel the world, become a pickleball champ, or just looking for a good porch, a sturdy rocking chair, and an acoustic guitar, Remember to plan well because the destination is worth it. Visit masterplanretired.com to schedule your complimentary consultation today.
Hi, I'm Chris Lalamia, owner of the Trusted Toolbox. Got a to-do list a mile long? No problem. We've got the ultimate solution, our Handyman for a Day program. Here's how it works. You get a skilled handyman dedicated to knocking out your honey-do list. Paint touch-ups, drywall repairs, door adjustments, and much more, all done in one day. Call us now before the rush for your Handyman for a Day and call us at 770-623-3097 or visit us at thetrustedtoolbox.com. One call, one handyman, one day, The Trusted Toolbox.
My name is Patrick, and I'm the Military Outreach Manager at the Warrior Alliance. I served in the U.S. Army as an airborne ranger and deployed to several combat zones in support of the global war on terror. Veterans bring excellence through our work ethic, skills, and civic duty. However, transitioning to civilian life can be difficult, as we all share a loss of purpose when leaving the military. Returning veterans have earned and deserve our support so they can thrive on their journey home. The Warrior Alliance understands the challenge and is helping warriors navigate to success after service. Join us in changing thousands of lives for the better. Donate today at thewarrioralliance.org.
The only thing better than covering all these Trump wins is watching the left implode over it.
Donald Trump is entertaining the world while he's changing the whole freaking planet.
XTRA 106.3 is committed to bring you the news you care about most. From Atlanta legends and conservative voices you've relied on for a generation. Proud to be Atlanta's only conservative news and talk station. XTRA 106.3 FM and the XTRA app.
Bum, 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 bum. (1974). Mamas and Papas singer Cass Elliot died in her sleep from a heart attack after playing a sold-out show in London. She did not die choking on a ham sandwich.
Sure.
Although I think she died choking on a ham sandwich. But, hey, who am I? I'm not the coroner.
If she'd only given that sandwich to Karen Carpenter.
They both be... Well, right there. She was staying at Harry Nielsen's flat in London when she died. Who else? And there's another famous link. Who else died there, too? Somebody else died. What's the other link to Harry Nielsen's flat?
It's either Jimi Hendrix or Keith Moon or John Bonham. It's one of those three probably died
there too.
Yeah,
I can't remember. I do every year. I met this thing. I can't remember who else linked to it. Somebody will tell us. 844. What's what is it? What's our number? 404-741-1230.
I've never called it.
741-1230. Yeah, somebody asked me my phone number. They said, hold on a minute.
You gotta think.
Anyway, Cass Elliot died a heart attack after the show at being a bum. Starring at Harry Nielsen's, her solo hits, Dream a Little Dream of Me, Getting Better. She was a member of the Mugwumps. Also, Cass Elliot, 1974, passed away. On this day, birthday time, let's see, what was I going to do here? Well, I don't think I picked one. I'll pick one now. Ken Burns, the guy who does all those documentaries.
Oh, my God.
What?
I just drove by the Atlanta History Center, and I remember the time that we had him on the show with Jack Kennedy and interviewed him and Buck O'Neill, and then that night we went to the premiere of his baseball documentary at the Atlanta History Center. I was just thinking about that 3 hours ago.
Well, that's why I picked out Ken Burns, 72 years old today. Isn't that amazing? And I still, when stuff is repeated on, GPT or whatever, I watch them, man. They're still great. And Buck O'Neill, again, he's one of the great.
He was.
I know, just one of the. And he had such a great presence about him. He reminded me. I know this is going to be offensive, but almost like an Uncle Remus storyteller. The guy had such a craft of speaking about the old days, and it was just, it was like encompassing and warm.
His stories were.
It was like, I could sit there and listen to him talk. I mean, really, it was really a beautiful person. Back the old Negro Leagues, Buck O'Neill, very famous. Didn't they put him? They put him in the Hall of Fame, didn't they?
Yeah, after he died.
Finally. Yeah. Anyway, and one quick history thing, and then we have something of a live performance anthem for you coming up in a second. Mr. Phone went black on me again, so I got to do this. On this day, I checked the link here coming out this 1967. A fire on the Navy aircraft carrier off Vietnam kills 134 American servicemen. On this day in 1967, it was on the USS Forrestal, and it was because of an accident. The Forrestal, stationed off the coast of North Vietnam, the ship was preparing to attack when a rocket from one of their own F-4 Phantom jet fighters accidentally was launched. The rocket streaked across the deck and hit a parked A-4 Skyhawk jet on the carrier. The Skyhawk jet was waiting to take off. In the pilot seat was John McCain, the future senator from Arizona. The Skyhawk spilled out, caught fire. The fire spread to nearby planes on the ground. John McCain's in the boat, the ship at that time, the plane at that time. The ship's deck with fire detonated a 1,000-pound bomb, killed many of the initial firefighters, and further spread the fire. Explosions blew holes in the flight deck. Half the large ship caught fire. Pilots were trapped in their planes. It took a full day before they could put out the flames. Hundreds of sailors injured, 134 dead, 20 planes destroyed, the worst loss of life on a Navy ship since World War II. They made temporary repairs and headed back to Norfolk. The Forrestal was repaired, put back into service, but never returned to Vietnam. John McCain narrowly escaped. And then, check this out, John McCain escaped being in a plane that was blown up on the Forrestal that killed 134 people. He narrowly escaped, and then he volunteered for duty on the USS Oriskany. 3 months later, John McCain was shot down over North Vietnam and taken prisoner for 5.5 years at the Hanoi Hilton.
They took that from North Vietnam all the way back to Norfolk?
Yep.
There wasn't a place on the West Coast they could have?
They took it out of service. I think they just took it out of service like bad juju or something.
And if they're trapped in their plane, couldn't they hit the eject button and shoot them out?
Well, yeah, but that can be risky, and I don't know.
There would be nobody to pick them out of the water, I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And again, when you eject, I mean, you get burns and scrape. I mean, it's not it's not like falling out of bed onto a pillow. It's twang. It's
leaning out of a Spitfire.
No, I don't know.
Just open this door here and roll out.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Just roll down the window and crawl right out, Mrs.
It'll be
Selkirk.
fine.
There's another Bob Newhart routine there. The bus driver, accelerator brake. Okay, let's see. I'm sorry. Ready to flounder? I'm sorry. Stand by.
Me.
Schmark.
Me.
Seashells, Sally sells seashells.
Unique New York. Unique New York.
And now, another edition of Not the Kimmers, Really Bad Text Rainy Day Theater Playhouse, where we, by golly, try to bring just a teeniest bit of joy and happiness into your otherwise miserable lives of you, the little people. Today's episode, I'm on to you, rabbit. The scene, bluegrass country, Loretto, Kentucky, home of the Maker's Mark Distillery, and the Pete Davis home for wayward women and spanking emporium. It's 2 a.m. on a chilly Sunday morning. Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd are attempting to break into the distillery. Unsure of what exactly the two of them are trying to steal, Bugs turns to Elmer and asks,
is this whiskey?
To which Elmer Fudd replies,
yeah, but not as risky as robbing a bank.
And scene. With risky whiskey, the words are changed. Oh, God. Yeah, see, it's Elmer Fudd. Oh, golly.
I can't take credit this week.
Well, we have a guest contributor. Shall I tell him everything? Mike Summers is his name. My old co-morning man and co-host from 50 years ago. Literally 1975.
Damn. I wasn't even born yet.
and he's still around, and he's still, so he sent us that little thing in case Pete wasn't what I think. So anyway, thank you, Mike. And by the way, they used to call me Grits, and he would say it was grits and eggs in the morning on our old radio station.
Grits and eggs
in the morning. Eggs cunning, eggs.
I had that for breakfast this morning. I had time to stop by and.
Well, there you are. Well, I had my peanut butter. Had my gobs and gobs of Jif.
I tell you, Ingles makes a good breakfast. They do.
Ingles Supermarket?
Yeah, you go in and you get breakfast. Yeah.
You can sit down and eat?
Yes.
Yeah, but wait a minute. You have a diner at Ingles?
Yeah. Or you go up to the deli. You go to the deli and order your food. They have dinner all day
So
and
you tell
breakfast
me
in the
I want
morning.
2 eggs over medium and some bacon. They can make it for you. Is that what you're
Bacon,
telling
no,
me?
it's all there. It's like a buffet thing, and she puts it in a styrofoam thing, hands it to you, and you go sit down and eat it.
All right, but if you wanted, like, can she make scrambled eggs or?
Well, they already got the scrambled eggs. I don't think they'll over easy it for you. It's not Waffle House. Or,
well, I was kind of surprised. Well, that's not. Well,
come on.
Well, I'm not. I don't get.
The lady does her best.
I don't.
Get off her back.
Well,
Don't even know the lady.
Seriously, wasn't even there that weekend. You're the one who got her drunk. You take her home.
You should do that story about the guy who did that and what happened to him.
It's coming.
A lesson to be learned.
It's coming up, guys, for your one-night stands. In fact, after reading that story, I got to start giving up one-night stands. I mean, it's too. I don't know about you guys, but it's way too risky. In fact, later let's all talk about our favorite one-night stands.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Flounder, let's start.
Flounder, you're
great idea.
What's a one-night stand? He says.
By the way, when you got home last night, did Mrs. Flounder say, "Okay, we're going to that stupid salt cave thing," or what?
No, she was in meetings all day yesterday, so she wasn't listening.
Well, you got lucky.
Missed it by that
much. All right, very quick. We haven't made fun of her yet today. Here we go again. CNN anchor Erin Burnett. What a disgrace.
Disgusting.
She now was talking about that Midtown skyscraper shooting from yesterday in New York City. The guy killed a cop and 3 others.
Yeah.
And they were looking at the security footage, and Erin Burnett was on TV, and she was describing how the police are looking for a suspect in broad daylight, walking around with a long rifle, what they call an assault rifle, on a shooting spree. And here's how Erin Burnett described the suspect police were looking for. Cut number 2, Flounder, Erin Burnett.
What John Miller just said, there were a few things that really stood out there. Among them that they do know what he looks like. Sunglasses, mustache, male, possibly white.
White.
Possibly white. It was black as I mean, look at the video, first of all. Secondly, she's hoping he's white. Possibly white. Possibly. I think I saw her, her shirt was kind of sticking out there. We're very excited. But maybe a white guy.
The man looked like Lamont from Sanford and Son.
I mean, it was unbelievable. I mean, and people are saying, here we go. Online critics, he must be a bunch of different things, basically, but anything but white. CNN should be shut down. They haven't had a truthful story in what seems like forever. Others said, what's race got to do with it anyway? It's totally irrelevant. And by the way, the officer was Didouin Islam, a Muslim who I believe was born outside of America, came to America the right way, became an American citizen, served his country, and got freaking killed for it.
Yep.
And I think the guy got shot in the back.
Yep. Well, one guy got shot in the back, one of the employee, and warned the other people to leave, even though he'd just been shot in the back.
I mean, this is unbelievable. And again, Erin Burnett says, possibly white. Why? Why would you even?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not it's not at that point of anything. It's not a thing. It was.
And anybody listening to that and doesn't listen to anything else still probably thinks he's white because she says, well, people have seen what he looks like, and then she called him white.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be on purpose. It's got to be. She thinks that she's going to try to make it different than it might be, so she can change the outcome of the event. I mean, this is unbelievable.
Change 400 years of slavery by lying.
God. I mean, honestly, I don't understand it. 347, holy cow, Cramer, Pete, Flounder, and it's Tuesday, and who knows what. Also, we'll talk about that guy and the girl. Oh, and F-bombs on CNBC. And Trump getting credit, finally. When you hear this, the libs got to admit it. I'm loving that part. Coming up.
Your favorite Extra shows are streaming live video from the studio on XTRA 106.3's YouTube channel. Subscribe to the XTRA YouTube channel and get the Morning Extra and the Cramer Show in live digital video.
Good morning, Mike. What you eating?
You gotta try this.
I can hear you crunching from the next cube over.
This is amazing. I just discovered it this weekend at Lidl. It's Greek Goddess Gourmet Granola. They were sampling it, so I tried it. Then I bought 6 bags.
Wow. Is it cereal?
Can be. Or an amazing trail mix. It's great for a meal or a snack.
What's in it?
Well, they have 2 flavors, maple oat and harvest nut, which is my favorite. It's made with whole grain oats, almonds, pecans, raisins, coconut, and the sweet taste of pure maple syrup. Maple oat is a simpler take on their delicious granola. It's got wholesome oats, plump raisins, coconut, and maple syrup.
That sounds healthy and delicious.
That's why I can't stop crunching, Susan.
Greek Goddess Gourmet Granola. It's a breakfast or on-the-go snack you can feel good about. It's dairy-free and gluten-free, and with only 2 grams of added sugar per serving, even your belly will love it. Pick some up at Lidl, Amazon, GreekGoddessGourmet.com, or at specialty stores near you.
This is Tom with the Honest Car Guy.
Hey, what's with all this honesty stuff?
We help you buy your next pre-owned car or truck honestly.
How honestly?
We guarantee that each vehicle we sell will come with a bill of sale showing what we paid for the vehicle. You'll pay what we pay, plus an honest fee. Guaranteed.
No gimmicks or tricks?
Nope.
Man, this sounds like a new way to buy a car.
Get an honest car buy from the Honest Car Guy. Call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME-1, or visit honestcarguy.com.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensate for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
Welcome to Willie's Wings, home of the secret sauce.
I'll take a dozen wings. Oh, by the way, I love that sauce. What's in it?
Can't tell you.
Why not?
It's a secret.
While many financial advisors claim to have the secret sauce, they don't. In fact, if their sauce is so good, why are they keeping it a secret? Evan Ward of Atlas Retirement doesn't keep anything a secret. He knows there's much more to retirement planning than stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. Evan will develop a strategy designed specifically for you. It's your own secret sauce for retirement. Call Evan Ward at Atlas Retirement to schedule your personal portfolio x-ray today. Call 678-252-5224. That's 678-252-5224. Or online at atlasretirement.net.
Fine, you want to know what's in the sauce?
Absolutely.
Tablespoon of paprika.
Really?
Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor.
Hold on. Sorry, I was... Oh, my goodness. Ba-da-da-dum. I'm trying to remember if I've ever... This song is familiar, but I don't know if I've ever heard this song.
Is it Graham Parsons?
I like it, Graham Parsons.
Yeah. Flying Burrito Brothers.
1968, American singer, songwriter, and guitar picker Graham Parsons left the Byrds, was on the eve of their tour of South Africa because Graham Parsons refused to play to segregated audiences. He had talked to Mick Jagger and Keith Richards about the tour, and they talked about opposition to the country's apartheid policies, and Graham Parsons said, I'm not going. So he didn't. What's the name of this song, Flounder? I don't know. What's this song? Do you know the name of this thing?
It is...
Pretty much led to the Eagles, too.
You Ain't Going Nowhere.
You Ain't Going Nowhere. Huh. I like the song. I'm trying to remember.
I think you got a couple of songs you like, so you need to bring the magic stick in.
Yes, excellent.
That actually sung by real men.
Yeah.
And listened to by...
In fact, I've already forgotten. I mentioned, I think, 2 songs yesterday I was going to have you put on, and I've already forgotten what they were. Oh, darn it, because I remember liking them. I can't remember what they are. You idiot. Well, there's one less thing for Flounder to have to do. Our birthday list includes Patty Scialfa, 72 years old, Mrs. Bruce Cheatstein. And Patty is stuck with a little cheating scumbag for many, many years now, 72 years old. And on this day in history, here's a quote for you. I felt as though I was a lamb to the slaughter. Unquote, Princess Diana on this day about what happened in 1981 when she got wed with this ring IV dread. 1 billion TV viewers in 74 countries witnessed Prince Charles and Lady Diana Spencer getting married at St. Paul's Cathedral. 2,600 guests, the envy of the world. Their first child, Prince William, born in 82, second Prince Harry in 84, and then the world's tabloid media announced a separation in 92 and continued carrying out duties, and 2 months after Queen Elizabeth urged them to divorce, they reached a final settlement, and she got the right to retain her apartments and title of princess. Diane agreed to relinquish the title of Her Royal Highness and any future claims. And then Prince Charles had her murdered.
No, allegedly. No, he did not have her murdered.
By the paparazzi running her off the road with her doty Fayed.
The thoughts and opinions of the Kimmer Show do not all reflect.
The Killer King went on
to
called her names in her casket. It was an incredible. And then he married that little skank, Carmilla Parker Bow Wow,
love of his
cheating
life.
on her. Yeah, love of his. It doesn't matter, love of his life. You know, the whole thing just makes me sick.
I know
that she had to live with that, and finally she got.
They were both pressured into it. If you
Absolutely,
watch The Crown.
it's royal, and I feel sorry for. I really feel sorry for all of them. And now, I mean, my God, and now they got the guy with that stupid actress. What's her name with the suits? Meghan Markle.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
did you see where Trump basically ignored them over there,
and then Mary? Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, he jumped all over them. I actually watched that. I got up early and watched that wedding.
I
just like history.
I saw part of it. In fact, I remember. Well, I don't want to remember. I remember I was on vacation with somebody.
Oh, God.
I went to the store. Early. It was on a Sunday morning. I went early to the store, and I got stuff for the family for like a cool breakfast. You know, it was on the beach vacation, and I went to the store, and I got a paper, and it said, Princess Diana killed in a car wreck. So I thought, oh, my God. And I broke the nose to him because we didn't know at the time. And I remember getting the paper on that morning and bringing it back to the family.
I had quite the opposite thing when I found out she was dead.
Were you busy with someone else doing something?
No, me and Jack had been out drinking in Boston all night.
Oh, I tell the story.
Got back, did the whole tour of Boston, all the bars, and got back to the Hub, which is a great bar. And walked in, place was dead. There's women at the bar crying. I mean, it was you could
not
hear a
knowing
pin
what
drop.
happened. You came back, yeah.
And when it's like, what the hell? Did somebody die? And this girl turns around with tears streaming down her face at the bar. Princess Diana is dead.
There you go.
And we kind of looked at each other, me and Jack. I said, "Can we get a beer down here? This is supposed to be an Irish town. Who cares?"
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Anyway, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, how's it going? Let's do a quick thing here with the CNBC, Jim Cramer. Isn't he? And he's been around for years.
He's wrong.
Isn't he always wrong?
Always wrong.
I mean, yeah. But he somehow manages to survive. So he's hosting his thing on Squawk on the Street, seeing a graphic detailing of the recent trade deals with various countries and how Donald Trump is going freaking nuts and everything going fabulous. So here's what Jim Cramer on CNBC actually said, the edited version, cut number 6. Cut number 6, Flounder, if you will, here. Jim Cramer.
Our biggest problem is we have so much growth that the Fed won't cut. What the Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, my. You should be, sir. He said, oh, my God.
My ears.
And Cramer said, oh, I think I'm out of here. I'm done. The guy said, no, you're fine. You're fine. You want me to say one? No, I feel like the rate cut and everything. And I apologize about the great point and the great economy. He said, I was too effusive in making my point about the great economy we have. This is Cramer. Finally, these liberals. And now let's play cut number 4, Flounder. This is a girl named Mackenzie, a post called Common Sense Dose. Here's what liberals are having to admit about the Trump economy. Cut number 4.
The early reviews are in on the new trade deal announced with the European Union. The Financial Times says the deal marks a victory for Trump.
Is this a fantastic deal then struck by Donald Trump?
Absolutely a victory on behalf of the Trump administration.
Well, the bottom line is this is the biggest trade deal in President Trump's effort to effectively reshape the global trading order.
On this deal, the European Union, this is a big win for the U.S.
The bigger picture is that Trump is still very much pursuing his longer-term goal of achieving what he perceives to be fairness for America.
It's a triumph of a lot of things. Certainly, the president ought to take a victory lap. I think it ends up being good for the European Union. It's a blow against the conventional wisdom.
Again, all that he's accomplished in a few months. Has there ever been when's the last time there was ever even a thought about the momentum of one after another
But this is why the swamp didn't want him in there. He's proven you can go in there and you can get things done. And these career politicians on both sides have been impotent cucks.
That's right.
For the last 50, 60 years.
Exactly correct. And he's changed the way you have to run government. Open and active. And get it done. Do things,
Need a
Forget
boss.
the speeches. Flounder's funny. 3:58. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder on your Tuesday. Got a little something back there to amuse you. I'm guessing.
Hold on, I'm not prepared.
Oh, well, that's all right.
do this every day at this point.
Was your wife on the phone in there again or something? Got stuff to bring home for dinner? Or
Salt Cave.
Ever since you had that whole married thing, you get distracted.
Used to focus.
Well, the ones I found are long ones.
Oh,
that's what she said.
Well, we can stall. We can fake this out.
Well, keep talking.
Here we go. All right, we got.
I got a new dog. He's a paranoid retriever. He brings back everything because he's not sure what I threw him. I remember when I was a fetus, I used to sneak out at night when my mother was sleeping. I thought to myself, now's the time I should start stealing some stuff since I don't have any fingerprints. I'm writing a short story myself right now. It's the story of a photographer who goes completely insane trying to take a close-up photograph of the horizon. Well, I'm a peripheral visionary. I can see into the future, but just way off to the side.
Stephen Wright.
Stephen Wright right there.
We bought a house next to the interstate, has to leave his driveway at 70 miles an hour or whatever. 4 o'clock, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. How's your Tuesday? Join us if you dare. Oh, my God. We'll be nice, I promise. Look out.
The Morning Extra, Glenn Beck, Clay and Buck, and The Kimmer Show on WFOM and W292EV Marietta, a Dickey Broadcasting Station, XTRA 106.3.
Lisa Brady, Fox News. The New York City Police Commissioner says a man may have supplied some of the parts used to assemble the gun in yesterday's deadly office tower shooting. Mayor Eric Adams just telling Fox.
The lower part, we are finding out, was purchased by an associate. It is undetermined at this time if he played any role at all in planning or carrying out this action. That is what the investigation would reveal.
The 27-year-old gunman Shane Tamura worked in the surveillance department of a Las Vegas casino and is believed to have traveled across the country to carry out the attack with a note in his pocket mentioning grievances against the NFL and his belief that he had the brain disease CTE.
The gunman played football in high school, but never in the NFL. According to police, he ultimately shot himself in the chest, requesting in that letter that his brain be tested for CTE, which can only be tested after someone dies.
Fox's Nate Foy. A vigil planned tonight in New York City for the 4 people Tamura killed. A new aviation safety bill proposed by Texas Senator Ted Cruz 6 months to the day since a passenger jet and Army helicopter collided over D.C.'s Reagan National, killing 67 people.
Senator Cruz's bill will require U.S. Army helicopters to use an advanced tracking technology called ADS-B out when they're near civilian planes. That was not on that Black Hawk helicopter when it collided with the plane at the American Airlines flight over the Potomac on January 29th. It would have allowed air traffic controllers to see the helicopter. This bill will also mandate a review of helicopter routes across the country and require the Army Inspector General to review systemic breakdowns that led to the crash.
Fox Business's Grady Trimble. U.S. officials offering upbeat assessments after a second day of trade meetings with China and Sweden. They plan to brief President Trump tomorrow. The Dow down 204 at the bell. America's listening to Fox News.
Living with everyday pain is like having a voice that always says, no, you can't do that. No, you better sit this one out. It's no way to live. So if pain is affecting you, see how Relief Factor can help get you back to life on your terms. One where you say yes a lot more. Relief Factor is a daily supplement that fights pain naturally. Developed by doctors, Relief Factor's unique formula of natural ingredients does not just mask pain, it helps reduce or eliminate it for good. Whether it's your back, neck, joints, or muscles, Relief Factor can help you, as it has for so many others. So call 1-800-4RELIEF and give Relief Factor's 3-week quick start a try. It's only $19.95, less than $1 a day to get your life back. Just go to ReliefFactor.com or call 1-800-4RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF. And see how you can say yes to more of everything you want.
Here we go.
You know that I would be a liar.
Yeah, be a liar there for you there.
If I was to say to you.
Okay, it's going to change your, the octave once in a while. Yes, here we go. That's anyway.
Baby, light my fire.
It's the Doors.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
1967. Boom. 3 weeks #1 on the singles chart with an edited version of Light My Fire that was the Doors' first #1. It only went to number 49 in Britain.
What?
That's right. Eventually, radio stations in America would start playing the full 6-minute, 50-second album cut, which has a long instrumental break in it.
Yep.
1967. And in fact, this is so big, it actually made the History.com history list today. The Doors established members of the L.A. music scene, Whiskey A Go-Go on the Sunset Strip, caught a buzz on the road, known as a band that could receive third billing. They were behind the Young Rascals and the Grateful Dead. The popular breakthrough came the classic Break On Through. The record didn't make national charts, despite Jim Morrison trying to fuel the popularity by calling in a request to local fire radio stations, saying they were calling it Light My Fire. They climbed the charts in June and July. They were on the East Coast, plugging away at Forest Hills with Simon and Garfunkel. And at a high school in Greenwich, Connecticut, at a high school auditorium, when they topped the charts, and Jim Morrison celebrated by buying his now famous skin-tight black leather suit and beginning to hobnob with the likes of the iconic model and muse Nico at drug-fueled parties held by Andy Warhol.
Mm-hmm.
His buddies, Doors guys, Robbie Krieger, Ray Manzarek, and John Densmore tried to keep Morrison grounded and were hired by the manager to babysit him. They tried to keep him in check with Pamela Corson. They had a biography called No One Here Gets Out Alive. Jim Morrison preening in front of mirrors at the home shows. You're going to wear those same leather pants again? You never change your clothes. You're starting to stink, Anyway, what a
You know what they called him?
What did they call him?
The Lizard King.
Oh, my. Why did they call him the Lizard King? With that leather suit,
probably.
Yeah, oh, good grief. And the Doors. Anyway, Timber, Pete, and Flounder, how's it going? 404-741-1237. Oh, you know what? I'm going to call an audible here. I was just going through with the New York Post, and they've got a story now of that idiot Justin Trudeau, who just got dethroned from Canada not long ago. And now there's a big story here in the New York Post, and it looks like things are heating up between Justin Trudeau, the former Canadian premier, and Katy Perry. They were spotted enjoying quality time together, sparking romance rumors at the Royal Mount Park in Montreal. He can't stop smiling with a stroll of Katy Perry, seen through the park and the areas of the thing there. Let's see what else we got here to say. The two walked together for an hour. Trudeau's 53, Katy Perry's 40, joined by her dog Nugget. The songstress tried to maintain a low-key appearance, shielding her face with a sun hat, wore a white blouse, blue jeans, ballet flats, and she's in glasses these days. Trudeau had a T-shirt and jeans and sneakers.
You're telling us this why?
Anyway, so they're having a little romance thing and a thing here. Anyway, just kidding. All right, now, and there's one more quick, I think I saw another girl thing here. Hold on, right below.
Why are we doing girl
here we
things?
Go. I thought that, I call you an audible. I'm just saying, I got the stuff on Jasmine Crockett. I want to talk about that freaking hood rat, right? I'll get to it in a second. Here we go. A woman says, in fact, we're going to do we have this dating story here. A woman says that she is going through cougar puberty, and it's better and worse than her teenage years. Let's see, Gen Z rebrand. Cougar puberty is clawing its way into the Suburban Dictionary Just don't try to say it 5 times fast. It's a new expression in a boardroom full of adults. Look, stupid. I hate the stupid New York Post website. It has nothing but it drops down with freaking ads all over the place. In fact, I'm not even going to do it. I'm not even going to read it. Forget it.
Did you get up at 5 this morning to put that together? Or?
It popped up and looked at her singing. No, I'm not going to do it. I can't. I'm ruining my radio.
I could have waited till tomorrow.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it ever tomorrow or any other day. I'm going to show them. I'm not going to do it.
But you just took 3 minutes of our lives to do that.
And I'll never get those 20 minutes back. The girl station, I don't even know what that is. They don't bother to explain what they're talking about. I mean, I hate these people. It's all freaking clickbait. It's all just to turn in to see what the hell is clickbait. It's like those real things that pop up.
No, sir. Now, okay, you just used a term that none of us have heard yet until you just said it. Cougar
puberty.
Cougar puberty. And you see these words pop up every once in a while, and you think, where did these words come from? Well, I saw one today for the first time, and I think it's going to catch on. One of the headlines about Aaron Burnett. Aaron Burnett gets flamed by social media. I've never heard the word flamed. So is that the new thing, Flounder, that's just going to be used when you burn somebody or something?
Getting fired, exactly,
yeah, flamed. So keep your eye out because that's the new word coming around.
Like got scorched.
That's an old word.
But no, flamed. I think I've heard. That makes sense. I mean, I can see it.
Like lit.
Yeah,
remember when people started talking about lit?
Social media lit up with their reaction to this. I can see that. Anyway.
I don't understand the younger generation uses the word herd.
For what?
H-E-R-D or H-E-A-R-D?
I don't know. They just let's say, hey, Pete, I need to get this.
Hey, Pete, I need to get this.
Oh, like you've heard it? Oh, okay, I understand. I heard you?
Maybe, but it's just heard.
Yeah, I heard you and I'll do it. Oh, my God.
It's like taking the word goat and turning it completely 180 degrees from what it meant. A goat was something bad. Now it's something good.
Greatest of all time, yeah. I can't keep up. In fact, there's a whole thing about old people like me not understanding emojis and the word, all the the Gen X and Z's word things now. I don't know.
Well, here's the bad thing. The applause shows 2 hands like this, and they look like you're praying.
You're praying, yeah.
So everybody's been using it as a prayer.
In fact, you know what? There was a story.
That's what I use it for. Like, thank you.
You pray a lot?
Well, in fact, listen to this, boys. I have on here a story that I got.
Unfinished, unproduced
hold on a second, if I can find it. I have a story here that I got.
All right, well, while you're waiting, we got Swatoon on the horn.
Swatoon, how's it going, man? Welcome aboard.
Hey, guys, I think Trudeau and Kerry Perry, they're a perfect couple for each other.
Perfect couple?
She used to be astronaut, and he used to be black once.
I missed part of that. Say that again. I missed. It was kind of.
She used to be an astronaut, and what was he?
And he used to be blood cleanse.
I didn't get that word. He used to be what?
Blood cleanse.
Your phone's kind of fuzzy.
We have a terrible line. I'm sorry. It's a terrible, terrible line. He used to be a something, and I didn't get the word.
But okay. Now we can hear you better.
Okay, I said she used to be astronaut and he used to be black.
You used to be
black.
That's true. Blackface. Yeah.
That's right. And she went to space. Thanks, Swanto. There you go. Oh, mercy. Well, I can't find it, but there was a story I printed it up on my phone. Now I can't find it, about how emojis now, if you, ladies, you should be concerned if your husband or husband, wife, or boyfriend thing is using emojis that now have different meanings. So if if he shows the scene of a bar, that means he's supposed to meet his girlfriend at the bar later or something. In other words, people are now taking emojis as ways to send signals to their cheating side piece. I mean, I thank God, I can't be part of any of this. I would not want to be 15 to 30 years old now for anything. I wish I were younger, but I honestly don't like any of this. I don't like any of this stuff.
No, sir.
I don't like it.
Sir, I don't like
I'm running it right now. All right, I don't know what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
No, I'm not doing anything. Let's do this.
Something you've actually read and edited and is ready
reviewed
to go?
before the show?
This was
show prep? You mean like show prep?
Okay. Yeah, I should try to get up even earlier.
No more audibles. Just do what you did.
Actually, this came from Flounder, and this was really cool.
Right. Time's up. We got a break.
Oh, no. And this is from a group called Chicks on the Right. And by the way, what a great name. In other words, they're thumbing their nose at liberals by calling themselves chicks. babes, dames, broads, stuff like
broads,
that.
trollops.
Deliberately to get, just a little wedge in their panties, and they're on the right, chicks on the right. And here is a woman named Erin, after Erin Burnett did that ridiculous comments of hers being such a liberal. Here's an example of the chicks on the right telling you how you can argue with somebody about things like immigration. For example, cut number 5, Flounder, chicks on the right. Check this out. This is really clever, I think. I think you'll like this.
Immigrants built this country. No, they didn't. Settlers did. Well, settlers were immigrants. No, they weren't. Immigrants come to a developed nation looking for opportunity. Settlers go to an undeveloped land and create opportunity. That's very different. You're splitting hairs. No, I'm splitting facts from delusion. Settlers had no infrastructure, no government, no roads, no welfare, no economy. People who immigrated here later on did not come to build it from scratch. Well, but immigrants still contribute. Yeah, totally. If they come here legally, if they bring value, if they assimilate, yes, they can contribute a lot. But don't try and rewrite history. Oh, so you hate immigrants? Dude, I am an immigrant. I came here legally. I came here to contribute to this country. I didn't come here for handouts. And that's the problem that I have with immigration now. These people want the benefits of America without becoming Americans. They come here hating this country. They break the law to get in here and still expect us. They are entitled enough to think that we should welcome them with open arms and as if they were heroes. They demand rights that they've never earned, reject values that they've never lived, and feel entitled to a nation that they don't even respect. That's what I hate.
Are we filming this? What's going on in here?
What the hell is going on?
I can time it. Why? What happened?
Oh, nothing.
Can't get his laptop up.
I call drinking. That's
Look at
among other things.
Look at I keep hearing a fumbling noise. I look over there.
It's 4:15 already. Holy smokes.
It's an IQ test.
Yeah, now Stan, well, that's the end of that ball game.
Failed.
Wrong again.
It's time for the Bortz Report, brought to you by Southern Exteriors, the Southeast's premier home exterior solution. Quality and precision you can rely on for over 20 years. Visit southernexteriors.co.
Well, I'm 3 time zones away, so I won't be getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to do a commentary. This one is the night before, so let's chum the waters. First of all, climate change and all of this heat we've been experiencing. Let's go to the expert Al Gore to tell us what's going on. He's the one that told us that the polar ice cap would be gone during the summer within 5 to 7 years. This warning in 2009. Time's up. And this year, the Northwest Passage is experiencing its 3rd highest level of sea ice for the last 20 years. Now the heat. It's been hot in Florida. I'll give you that. Not unusual. A meteorologist in Tampa said it was all due to climate change. He said 90-degree days have doubled in Tampa. Well, according to official records, the average number of days reaching 95 degrees or higher in Florida has not increased since, are you ready for the date? 1895. Just saying, just bringing you the statistics. Let's go next to Michael Moore. Remember Roger and Me, one of America's most erudite liberals. Michael Moore has his panties in a wad because Trump is exporting or deporting illegal aliens. And he has now told us that Donald Trump might be deporting the illegal alien who could cure cancer or stop an asteroid. And to our government schools in Florida, the chairman of a county school board, Sarah Rockwell, discovered that Hulk Hogan had died. So on her social media account, she said, "Oh, did Hulk die? I didn't even know. Good, one less MAGA in the world." Chairman of a government school board. Have a great day. Neil Bortz, XTRA 106.3.
You upgrade your phone, you upgrade your wardrobe, even your lawn. So why not upgrade the part of your home that actually protects your family? Southern Exteriors specializes in roofing, siding, gutters, windows, and they're making it easier than ever before with 10% off any job or 12 months of 0% financing. Hey, it's Tug, and I know the folks at Southern Exteriors. They show up, they do it right, and they stand behind their work. Call them today, 877-9-SOUTHERN, or visit southernexteriors.co.
Time now for the Retire Wise Report. James Parker here with financial advisor Sean Maloney, founder and CEO of Retire Wise. So when we go through days or weeks of volatility in the market, Sean, it's hard to know what to do. What can you tell us?
The biggest thing is don't panic or make immediate decisions with your money. Take those emotional concerns out of the middle of it. Look, markets cycle regularly. Market corrections and bear markets are a normal part of the cycle. They're just part of the plan that are going to be accounted for. If you feel nervous when you read the headlines about big drops in the market, you might not know enough about how your money is positioned. That's why it's important to get the right guidance on a financial plan for your retirement.
Tell us about the offer you have for our listeners.
All right, so now's the time to start, folks. Looking ahead and identifying if you have too much risk in your portfolio. That's the first thing. We have a helpful little resource for our listeners today. We call it the Retire Happy Framework Toolkit. You can get it today by calling or texting WISE to 770-802-2200. My team helped put together this just for you, and it's a complimentary guide. And the center of this is a copy of my latest book, The Priority of Retirement, plus guides on major topics like investments, Social Security, income planning, taxes, and so forth of the key components of retirement. So if you want to get this information in your hands today, call or text WISE to 770-802-2200. That's 770-802-2200.
Take advantage of this offer and get your Retire Happy Framework today. Just text WISE to 770-802-2200. The team at Retire Wise will get you your Retire Happy Framework to you right away. So just call or text WISE to 770-802-2200. Investment advisory services made available through AE Wealth Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal. Firm does not provide tax services.
It's hard to know where to start with Peach State Windows. My buddy Jeff, the family business I've been doing business with for 25 years ago that I first started. I've always been a Hardy Plank fan. That's what I put on my last house. And Jeff, if you're looking for siding along with the Peach State Windows, he's got all kinds of different siding. He has the top suppliers all over the country, so he makes sure whatever you need for your house that looks the best, that's what he does. Peach State Windows, of course, specializing in all those window deals. The more you need, the more money you're going to save. Financing terms, absolutely. Again, they do the job, whether it's the siding and the Peach State Windows they're known for. Here's that number for Jeff and the family business, 770-485-8011, peachstatewindows.com. Broken something, all right. Well, in 1966, this was the day Bob Dylan was riding his Triumph 55 motorcycle to a garage near his home in Woodstock, New York for repairs when the rear wheel locked. Bob Dylan lost control, thrown over the handlebars, fractured several vertebrae in his neck, and used the accident to take a much-needed break and drop out of the public eye for 8 years while he was recording with his touring group, The Band.
The Pink Tapes.
Bob Dylan later said, I had been in a motorcycle accident, and I had been hurt, but I recovered. Truth was, he said, I wanted to get out of the rat race. And he kind of disappeared for like 8 freaking years.
Yeah.
Because of that. So anyway. And
almost died.
Yeah, that's right. And again, and by the way, the Triumph motorcycle, that was like the model that Steve McQueen rode in Great Escape.
Yeah.
The old Triumph motorcycles were back.
That was cool. In Indian, they were cool.
Yep. Anyway,
think about getting one.
What's that?
Think about getting a motorcycle.
You should.
Yeah, well, the deer that run around where I live. Well, dead man driving. But that's what everybody says. They say, well, it's nice to know you as soon as I say it.
Well, I mean, they're dangerous. But they're
got a lot of deer up there. That's the only drawback is the deer.
Well, then You know, you have a horn, you can drive. If you're going, just beep the horn once in a while. You're driving through the woods. Seriously, I do. I mean, you know, you do what you need to do. Anyway, I bought my first motorcycle in 1965. so
Did you buy it from Dylan?
No, I bought it from a fraternity brother for, I think it was like $75. It was an old beat up Zundap. 250. It was. No one's ever heard of it. It's an old German bike from the 50s, and it was 1965.
So the Wehrmacht used it.
Anyway, so I almost anyway, a guy stole it. I broke down, and then oh my God, a guy. I was in college, and a guy stole it. Freshman in college, and it broke down on the side in the middle of nowhere, and so I pushed it into the woods. I pushed it into the woods to kind of hide it and put some branches over it off the side of the road. And then I hitchhiked and got back to civilization. Let's see, what the hell? Oh, I called, I think I called the cops or called somebody and said, I've left a motorcycle someplace. And the cop they called me back and said someone stole it. I got a guy to drive, a fraternity brother to drive me back to the scene, and it was gone. That's what it was. A guy who had a car. Only one or two guys had cars in my fraternity, Phi Delta Theta. Anyway, so he drove me back to the scene in the woods. It was gone. So I went to the state police and told them what happened. And they, like a day later, they said, "We got it. It's a scumbag. We know the guy. He's over here. He has a trailer park over there." And they say, they stole my motorcycle. They brought it back. And the guy said, so he called me. He says, "I'm going to charge. You're going to charge me? I'll bring it back to you if you don't." And so I said, "Okay, just give me the freaking motorcycle back." So I didn't even have him arrested. I just got my motorcycle back.
Okay, 1986, walking around Ocean Beach there in San Diego. It's dusk. Walking around with a girl named Spider. She was a little punker. She had the pink hair and everything like that. Real fun to hang around
80s,
with.
Yeah.
So we're walking around, and we walk by this little house, and it's got some mopeds out front and some, what do you call it, scooters.
Oh, boy.
Scooters.
Vespas guys.
Yeah, she goes, "Hold on a second." And she walks over into this person's yard with these scooters and whips out a chain with a padlock on it out of her pocket and wraps it around the wheel and locks it. And then I'm standing in the street watching this, and she comes back in the street, and we start walking. I said, "What was that all about?" She goes, "Oh, that's my scooter, and he stole it and won't give it back." So,
are you serious? Yeah. Oh, my God. Happened to find somebody stole her scooter, and there it is?
Yeah, and she knew he won't give it back. So basically, we were walking so she could do that, but she didn't tell me that's why we were walking over there.
Well, she needed an escort in case the guy came out with a gun, Yeah,
you want to tell me that next time.
Oh, my. Well, that's not that good. 425. Pete and Flounder, 404-741-1230. Oh, you know what? Did you hear the song, This Little Girl? Do you know about this story?
No, I didn't hear it.
This morning while I was doing stuff at home, watching Fox News on TV, and I'm listening to our show in the morning, and they had a young girl, I think she was 12, and she apparently wrote, I think she wrote herself. Flounder, I don't know whether you heard
It's a song, Hallelujah, and she changed the words.
She changed the words herself for the song Hallelujah, and the story is that this 12-year-old girl was one of the survivors of that horrible flooding tragedy in Texas, the Christian girls' camp. And so they, and I have to tell you, the girl, it's a beautiful song. The girl obviously got talent and totally a wonderful 12-year-old singer. But I have to say, Fox News made it into such an experience. They had visuals in the background, and they made it into such a thing. It kind of ruined the impact of a little girl who survived the thing and sang a song for it. And it's like they almost tried to make it into a Broadway presentation, and I just bothered me.
Fox overproduced something?
And it kind of bothered me. Again, because I was watching it, and visually, in the background they had visuals and people crying, and it was a whole presentation on a stage. It was really like a visual Broadway presentation. Anyway, here is this young girl, 12-year-old girl, and I don't think I ever got her name, singing her rewritten version of Hallelujah as a survivor of that horrible tragedy from the floods in Texas. Flounder,
July the 4th, 2025, the water rose and we went adrift. The baffled king composing hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 Hallelujah. Our faith was strong. You showed us love like only God from up above. Your prayers, your hugs, and your love overwhelmed us. We cried, we prayed, we did our share. You clothed us, fed us, brushed our hair, and from our lips we drew the hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
A Leonard Cohen song, yeah.
You fed us, clothed us, and brushed our hair, and I mean, what a...
Did you see the photo of her doing it with them standing around her, all the other Fox people?
No, at the beginning I saw on TV when
they lined them up by height.
Oh, really?
From tallest down to shortest. Yeah.
Huh.
Why?
I didn't see that. Well, I guess that's
Fox.
Yeah. Again, it should be. I mean, it was sweet and touching, and it was a very religious, spiritual thing.
She felt it.
Yeah. But again, I was kind of a little upset that Fox kind of seemed like they all kind of overdid something. But again, I don't.
They kind of beauty pageanted it.
Yeah,
basically.
I think that's what bothered me was that here's a 12-year-old girl who lived through this horrible thing, and they're trying to make a big. I don't know.
What better way to lighten the mood than have Rick the Painter on?
Hey, Rick the Painter. Hey, Tuesday. Hey, what's up, man? What's going on? What do you got there?
Hey, Cramer. Hey, guys. Hey, this old hillbilly gets pulled over.
Yeah.
Cop says, you ain't got no taillights.
Oh.
He goes, what? He says, you ain't got no taillights.
Yeah.
The guy gets out of his car. He jumps me, goes in the back of the car. He gets all upset. He's jumped up and down. He goes, oh, no, it can't be. And he's all upset. The cop says, calm down. It's really not that big of a deal. He said, it may not be to you, but to me it means I lost a trailer, a wife, and 4 kids.
Hey, because in other words, it's nothing back of the car. You see where the,
last night I opened my water bill and electricity bill at the same time.
At the same time? Wow, that must have...
I was shocked.
You were shocked with the water and electricity bill.
By the way, the other day, you two just kind of blew through the Rick the Painter.
Yeah.
And when I usually do one right afterwards. And
yes, you do.
You started talking, and Flounder started playing something
so
like it didn't happen.
You always want Rick the Painter after.
You owe me one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Either way, it'd be fine.
My wife called me at the bar.
Well, she did.
Said if I wasn't home in 10 minutes, she was feeding my dinner to the dog.
Okay.
Well, I was home in 5. I love that dog too much to see harm come to him.
Poor dog. Hey, ho, hi-oh. Well, in fact, speaking of my stupid phone, I hate this stinking phone. Are we done for our break? Oh, God. I'm coming back. Speaking of electricity and water, that's next on 106.3 with Carrot Pete Flounder, 4:30. Look out. We're not done yet.
Did you miss Neil Bortz?
I am shocked.
Don't worry. He's live anytime on the XTRA 106.3 app.
Oh, that radio show.
Did traffic cause you to miss some of the Kimmer show? Get it on the app.
It's all the kids talk about on Monday at school.
With anytime show replays from the Kimmer, Bortz, The Morning Extra, Clay and Buck, and so much more. Plus local headlines and breaking news. Grab the XTRA 106.3 app now and start streaming.
You need a pre-owned car or truck, but you don't need the headache of searching for one. Spending hours calling dealerships, then spending half the day filling out paperwork.
Come on.
You need the Honest Car Guy.
Hey, this is Tom from the Honest Car Guy. We help you buy your next pre-owned car or truck honestly. We guarantee each vehicle we sell will come with a copy of the bill of sale, showing what we paid for it. You pay what we pay, plus an honest fee. Guaranteed.
Get an honest car buy from the Honest Car Guy. Call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME-1 or visit honestcarguy.com.
Military veterans are eager to transfer their skills and experiences to civilian life, but lack trusted connections to expedite their path to success. That is, until they meet the Warrior Alliance. The Warrior Alliance goes the extra mile to reach veterans in their communities so they do not have to take this journey alone. With over 40 partners across 10 service areas, your donation goes a long way toward achieving maximum impact for a veteran and their family. Go to thewarrioralliance.org to donate today and commit to helping the Warrior Alliance change thousands of lives for the better.
Comfort that shows up day in, day out. That's what I want when I get home. Cozy Earth nailed comfort with their bamboo sheets. These sheets are game changers. They are incredibly soft, they're breathable, and temperature regulating. Tanya sleeps hot. I sleep cold. Somehow or another, both of us have found a way to sleep perfectly. It's really like magic. Cozy Earth's bamboo sheets wick away heat and moisture, helping you stay cool and cozy all night long. And their everywhere pant, next level. It's the go-to for everything. Travel, work, chasing the kids, or doing nothing at all. They're clean cut, super stretchy, and unbelievably comfortable. Refined comfort meets real-world performance. Everyone I know who's tried Cozy Earth is hooked. Seriously, you'll wish you switched sooner. And there's no risk. 100-night sleep trial, 10-year warranty. Try them, wear them, love them, or send them back. But you're not going to because they're great. CozyEarth.com. Use the promo code BECK for up to 40% off the softest bedding, bath, and apparel. Built for real life. Made to keep up with yours. Cozy Earth. You can thank me later and tell them I sent you.
The legend Neil Bortz is only on Extra 106.3. Hey, it's Pete, and here's what you missed from the Talkmaster.
Look at the poor Democrat Party. For years, they told us nothing could be done about illegal immigration unless they passed some more bills in Congress. How long did it take Trump to put the lie to that? 2 days.
Catch Neil's commentary every day on Extra 106.3 or listen anytime on the Extra 106.3 app.
1966, big debut night. Eric Clapton, Jack Bruce, and Ginger Baker live debut as Cream at the Twisted Wheel in Manchester, England debut. Cream's third album, Wheels of Fire, was the world's first platinum-selling double album. I'll be damned. Cream, Eric Clapton. Our birthday list includes Roz Kelly. Roz Kelly is 82 years old. Do you know who Roz Kelly is? Roz Kelly.
Happy Days.
Roz Kelly was Pinky Tuscadero, Fonzie's girlfriend on Happy Days. 82 years old. Holy smoke. And by the way, I was thinking the other day, I haven't seen the movie in years and years, but Fonzie, there was a movie he played where he was a coroner at night.
We were just talking this over the weekend. Michael Keaton, it's Night Shift.
Night Shift. That was a great movie.
It really was.
With the girl, Sally, or the girl from Cheers, the blonde girl played a hooker.
Pam.
No.
Shelley
Winter. Shelley.
Not Duvall, not Winter.
Yeah,
Shelley.
What's her name?
Something.
Yeah.
We were just talking about this over the weekend. Yeah. This is getting weird.
And it's and all of a sudden things. And
it was the same thing. But what was the name of that? Who was in that? It was the same question.
Yeah. And that was a really fun. And again,
it launched Michael Keaton's career.
Yeah, that's right. And hey, I got an idea. Let's have the tuna fish. We'll put the oil in before we catch them, or something. Like say you have that oil ready in the can, or I don't know. Put the oil into the put the mayonnaise into the fish. That's what it was. Catch the fish and shove the mayonnaise in it, so it's already in the can. I mean, like. He would call it, record into his tape recorder. Oh, new idea. Anyway. All right, sorry. Kimmer Pete Flounder, 435. Was I even doing anything here? Oh, yeah, I did a birthday. And now I got a little history thing. Speaking of a little music history thing for you here today. 1973, Led Zeppelin had their cash stolen from a safety deposit box at their New York City hotel, almost $200,000. Led Zeppelin had the money in a safe deposit box, had been accounted for earlier in the day, but at 7:30 in the night it was gone. No evidence the box had been tampered with. The passports for the band members were still in the box. Opening the safety deposit box required both the hotel employee's key and the patron's key, which had been in possession of the tour manager. This was the last day of their highly successful 1973 North American tour, and the crime of Led Zeppelin's theft of almost $200,000, it was 1,800 $100 bills. The crime has never been solved to this day. And how the hell the two people? I mean, it could only be two people. Anyway, whatever. 404-741-1230, 436. Oh, you mentioned a little joke thing about heating and air and stuff like that. Check this out. I got to get Mr. Phone working here. Mr. Phone, open up, sir. Here we go. Check this out. If I can go back and find it again. Oh, damn it. Don't do this to me. You dirty, rotten. I swear to God, I'm
when you get up to get this ready?
This is unbelievable. I mean, it's all right here.
Okay. If it's not there, we need to keep
moving. Right here. I can't believe this.
3 times this happened.
I mean, seriously, I don't understand. I don't understand why I can't find the pictures. I just looked at them.
Well, here's what you do. You click it. You make a photo out of it.
I did.
Okay.
The photo is of the 3 things of my utility bill, my Georgia Power bill. And I'm looking at every freaking thing in my phone. Here we go. All right, stand by.
Never get that back.
January 16th this year, January 16th power bill, Georgia Power, $104. May power bill, Georgia Power this year, $223. Okay, so we go from 104, 223 in March. My power bill for June, $526 for June.
Air conditioning.
$526.
Yeah.
And this morning, my air conditioning, I have my air conditioning set. I keep it high because I have blood thinner, so I really need it. I'm cool. But I keep my air conditioning set at 78. I know it's cooler than that, but relatively speaking, I said 70. And the temperature in my house when I left was 86. I think I need Freon. And I'm going to call my guy. Anyway, $500 after $100
That's ridiculous.
From 100 to 200 to 500.
Get some fans.
Jeez. Well, I have fans, but again, it's the heat. And now, by the way, I don't think they're gouging. I think that's just that they cost. But again, is it that much per therm? Extra? I mean, they must change the rate or something. 3 or 4 months back, it was in the news that there was going to be an increase in the energy bill. Yeah, but whenever they say it might amount to $12 a month. Yeah, my $12 my butt. Plus, isn't Georgia Power building like a whole new grid somewhere? Yeah, I think so. I don't know what they're doing.
Malaysia.
Anyway, I mean, I couldn't believe it. $200 in March and $500 in June. So, but it's also I'm sorry, I have to salute my family. I mentioned, I think off the air before you, my little granddaughter Molly, that little firecracker. She should be a model. She's just gorgeous, smart as a whip, like an adult language when she was like 6 years old. She's now 10, and she's riding we lease her a horse to take lessons. She's riding her horse at a canter bareback.
I wouldn't do that.
I mean, I put the video on Facebook, and so I mean, she's fearless. She'll go over jumps. She'll do ski thing. I mean, she's fearless, absolutely fearless. I can't. I mean, it's unbelievable. And I put some video of remembering my daughter Sarah and Dan got married 15 years ago today. And I have pictures of the wedding, and I took some video of the pictures I put on Facebook and the YouTube also to them on their congratulations. Just a great family, just the sweetest, great family. I couldn't be happier and more proud of them. And I just wanted to say that. So anyway, there you go. And I made cookies today for the girls at work. And I'm afraid I did make sugar. You only like the chocolate chips because you're not eating cookies these days, I guess. But I did make a few sugar cookies, and I overcooked them. I passed out a few for the girls, and I overcooked them. I made the white chick, McLean. Oh, we got it. Oh, Sydney Sweeney ad again.
Yeah, that's the Sydney Sweeney ad.
Pulling her bare tummy.
Okay.
Well, she's sexy. She's a very sexy girl, but she's not a knockout.
Yes, she is.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yes, she is.
She's very sexy. She's very sexy.
Now look at this fat.
Yeah,
pig.
Here we go. We're talking
about the rainbow thing going on.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fascism.
Nazi propaganda.
Eat me.
Still saying Nazi propaganda. And again, this is really. In fact, the morning show all morning long was making a point, as they should. We did yesterday. All of a sudden, America is saying, "Now wait a minute. You can't blame a girl for being pretty and blonde and blue-eyed and proud of the fact that people like her and she's pretty. I mean, so it doesn't mean she hates America or hates you or anything else.
She's a good little actress
none of your damn business. Yeah. I mean, she's making it. I mean, she's a thing. She accomplished the thing. So how can you hold anything against anything? I mean, you mind your own business.
They're haters and they're jealous.
And it's it's all linked to social media. They all have to feel they have to comment on stuff.
She is an achiever. Whatever you think she's done, she has achieved success that these people will never, and they're just sniping to pull her down to their socialist level.
Yeah, and she somehow pulled it out from. I think this all began. It all began when somebody made fun of her on Saturday Night Live or something a few months. She hasn't been a monster hit.
That HBO show. What the hell's the name of that show? Flounder. The girls show that everybody was watching. She was a part of. Not girls, but this. There's one with Spider-Man's girlfriend.
Hold on, let me.
Yeah.
Is it a movie or a TV show?
No, it's a TV show, I think, on HBO. It's about girls and blah, 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 and she was one of the girls.
But somebody was making fun of her as a bad actress and didn't like her breasts or something.
Yeah, it was a famous person.
Somebody was ripping her.
Yeah.
And I think it was because
Didn't like her breasts?
Yeah,
Euphoria?
Yes, Euphoria. Yeah.
And all of a sudden, boom. I mean, she just turned this into everything Sydney Sweeney doing this ad alone. I mean, holy cow, here we go. And by the way, good for her. I mean, the more this is only going to help her, and it's going to have we get a chance to make fun of people who. How the hell can you link an ad for blue jeans and a buxom bare belly rubbing her, putting her pants on and stuff ad for Nazis? What?
Because it's blonde and blue-eyed and white, and you're not supposed to. Let's face it, they don't want us to exist anymore. I'm blue-eyed and I'm white.
Yeah,
you can kiss my butt. I'm not going anywhere.
That's right. My parents were Scandinavian, and so am I. And I'm sorry, my little granddaughter Molly has the Peterson blue eyes too. So I guess she's a Nazi.
I have blonde hair, blue eyes. So I guess.
You are. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Well, we're not so sure about you, but little fascist tendencies in there sometimes.
It's a whole other issue over that area. Anyway. I don't know. Kimber Pete Flounder, 404-741-1230 if you would like to join. We haven't done Pete's tweets. We'll do that coming up the next break. And we have more Flounders Funnies and Holy Crap at Sports coming up in half an hour. And the Braves, well,
they won.
The Braves.
They won.
Celebrating.
I'm smelling a comeback.
I never give up. And who knows? They could go nuts.
It's a miracle.
Do we know anything about trading?
The pitching right now.
Well, their 5 starters are all gone. The 5 opening day, lineup starter. The guys, the first 5 starters are all gone.
All now, yeah.
It's not good.
I mean, what are the odds of that?
That's not good.
5?
That's not good. 5, all 5 that were supposed to be there.
Well, somebody's going to come up with some serious research that shows that the way pitchers are treating their arms and the way they're brought up.
There's no research that needs to be done. They're throwing too hard for too long.
Yeah.
And they're blowing their arms out at age 23. 23.
Yeah, they're not pitching, they're throwing, they're hurling. And they're
as hard as they can for as long as they can, and then they'll bring somebody else to do the same thing.
I saw a guy the other night, a big lanky guy, 102, 103 miles an hour. I mean,
that Mizorowski guy from Milwaukee?
Maybe that was the guy. I mean, it's just outrageous. But, probably the last 3 years. And
they're killing the future stars because you don't have the Tom Seavers and the Steve Carltons anymore because they blow their arms out too soon.
Yeah, Nolan Ryans, those guys, they know how to take care of themselves and how to pitch.
And they weren't throwing 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It was fine to just throw 95, 96. Yeah. There's more offense in the game.
Yeah. Every once in a while on my phone it'll pop up Greg Maddux and his complete game 72 pitch, whatever, something like that. My God, those days are probably gone forever. Anyway, that's 4:45. Kimber Pete and Flounder. Pam Bondi filing a complaint about that federal judge Boasberg and Jasmine the chicken head hood rat Crockett tried to
censorship again.
Exactly on the left. Coming up, Kimber Pete and Flounder.
Stream Atlanta's only conservative voice anywhere you go with the XTRA 106.3 app. Now equipped with Apple CarPlay. That means you'll always have Extra's crystal clear HD stream right on your dashboard no matter where you are. Download the all-new XTRA 106.3 app now and start streaming.
The summer's got you thinking about hitting the road. And with back to school right around the corner, you need a vehicle built for the road and safe enough for the family. And Subaru of Gwinnett has it for you. Like the 2025 Subaru Outback, which will take you as far as you want to explore with standard symmetrical all-wheel drive, plus up to 32 miles per gallon. And if you're up for adventure, it'll get you off the beaten path with up to 9.5 inches of ground clearance, more than the Honda CR-V or Toyota RAV4. Or the 2025 Subaru Forester, the SUV for all you love. It's the right-sized SUV for all the adventures ahead with a spacious and comfortable interior for everyone you want to bring along. And no matter where adventure takes you, it starts on Satellite Boulevard in Duluth with the amazing staff at Subaru of Gwinnett. They'll help you find the Subaru that you'll love and be there every step of the way for everything you need. Start your shopping online at SubaruofGwinnett.com.
Hey, it's Front Office Los for True Prep. Thinking about buying a firearm for home defense or personal safety, but don't know where to start? Start with True Prep. We're a family-owned store focused on education, safety, and community. Our Firearm Fundamentals for First-Time Buyers workshop has been so popular, we've added new dates, August 3rd and August 24th, to meet the demand. Learn about the purchasing process, gun safety, selecting the right gun, and more. Visit TruePrep.com. That's TRUPrep.com to sign up today.
The next big storm isn't a matter of if, it's when. Is your home ready? Southern Exteriors offers free inspections and dependable storm damage repairs with in-house warranties and honest service. Right now, get 10% off any job or 12 months, 0% financing. Hey, it's Tug, and I've met the team at Southern Exteriors. They do things the right way. Call 877-9-SOUTHERN or visit southernexteriors.co. It's 877-9-SOUTHERN or southernexteriors.co.
Lux.
Hello.
Cramer wasn't prepared as I. Boom. New day, bum, 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 bum. The Beatles. Days are gone. I always liked this song. The Beatles' second feature film, Help, had its British premiere at the Pavilion in London on this day in 1965. Yeah, they weren't on the ground very long. The Beatles would later say the film was shot in a haze of marijuana. In 1965, the debut of their second film, Help. Second feature film. Our birthday list includes Tim Gunn. The guy there is 72 years old. Was a movie guy. Is that what he's doing still? Is he? Did he? What's the latest one he just did? Didn't he do another woke something or other?
Tim Gunn's the gay fashion dude.
The fashion guy. That's who's I thinking of the director. Who's the director?
James Gunn just did Superman.
There you go. Okay. Well, Tim Gunn's the garment guy or whatever they call him.
The gay garment guy. That GGG, triple G threat. Gay garment guy.
I don't know. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, crap. Now I forget. What the hell am I doing here? I just lost my history thing. I had it, and now I've lost the damn. Oh, here we go. I remember this one.
4 times
Jeez.
today.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm not good. My phone is not cooperating in any way. And it's my phone's fault, not mine. All right. I don't know what I'm doing. On this day in 2000, Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston, one of Hollywood's highest profile couples, got married in Malibu. They met on a blind date in 1998, quickly became favorites of the tabloid media, went public with their romance. Their wedding cost $1 million and had a lot of security to keep out the paparazzi. Let's see. Pitt rose to fame in roles like Thelma and Louise, River Runs Through It, California with a K. Let's see. Went on to build Fight Club, Ocean's 11, Babel. Jennifer Aniston, of course, was Rachel on Friends and made a number of movies: The Good Girl, Bruce Almighty, Rumor Has It, Wanderlust, We're the Millers, and Cake. They eventually began to have some problems. Pitt was romantically involved with Angelina Jolie, Mr. and Mrs. Smith co-star. They were photographed walking hand in hand, and days later on vacation they released a statement saying that Brad and Rachel had broken up. Apparently, Brad had wanted to have a family, and Aniston, who recently wrapped up her run with Friends after 10 years, didn't want to break her career for motherhood, and he was doing global charity work. And by the way, there's a whole bunch of story here, but then all of a sudden he turned on, they called him a bad father, and everywhere he turned around, people were complaining about him anyway. I don't know, but anyway, they got divorced. So yeah, 440. What's that?
Huh?
Everything all right over there?
Yeah.
Cramer, Pete, and Flounder, 404-741-1230, 741-1230. I'll tell you what, let's do. Flounder, let's play that Cincinnati police chief girl again here, too. We're looking at the latest news is they've charged 5 people for that brawl in Cincinnati early in the morning over the weekend. beating a guy, knocking out a female witness, knocking her cold. I mean, we'll talk more if you haven't seen the eventual events. But here's the latest today is that they've arrested 5 people, and they're looking for more. And the police chief is a woke DEI girl hire who is so angry that she's pointing fingers and yelling at the media and social media because she says you're misrepresenting what happened to our fine city of Cincinnati. Cut number 1, Flounder, the Cincinnati police chief.
Social media and journalism and the role it plays in this incident. And yes, guys, that's you. That is you. Social media, the post that we've seen, does not depict the entire incident. That is one version of what occurred. At times, social media and mainstream media and their commentaries are a misrepresentation of the circumstances surrounding any given event. What that does, that causes us some difficulties in thoroughly investigating the activity and enforcing the law. Because what happens, that social media post and your coverage of it distorts the content of what actually happened. And it makes our job more difficult.
Distorted? How is it possibly distorted when they see him kicking a guy on the ground in the head?
Yeah, what's the other side?
What distortion? I mean, it wasn't slow motion or, edited.
I hope that one of the so-called journalists stood up and fired back at her and didn't put up with that.
I don't know what happened after that. I don't know. I think they felt like they were shamed.
They're so they hide behind their keyboard. They hide behind this, and they accuse everybody else in social media doing that. But so many of these so-called journalists will only speak their mind or show any balls when they're anonymously behind something. But when they're face-to-face with somebody, they're meek little mice.
That's right.
Like this woman should have been confronted.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And by the way, taken out of context, let's remember what happened. Apparently, the police didn't know anything about this till it all came up on social media. But apparently, the word is that there was an argument between the guy who was eventually on the ground getting kicked and another guy who appeared to be drunk. A witness said they had a verbal dispute with one of the victims, left the area for 15 minutes, and then brought back his homies with a group of guys, and that's when the violence started breaking out against the guy he had the verbal confrontation with earlier. So, in other words, the perspective is not that, she was trying to, apparently, she was intimating that the white guy obviously must have said something to the black guy and started it and deserved what he got. That's what she must have been implying.
So the white woman, too, got what she deserved, huh?
Right. The white woman tried to stop it, and she got knocked out cold by a guy. And instead, the perspective is that the guy was upset and went to get his friends to come back and attack a mob violence, racist attack of the black people against the white guy.
If the white guy said the N-word or something like that, one-on-one, he deserved to have his clock clean.
Absolutely.
But if you go get your homies, you're a coward.
Yeah. And there were 100 witnesses, and only one person ever made one call to the cops. One call to the cops after all this happened with 100 people hanging around. They've arrested 5, and they're going to probably get some more. 455. Again, and this Cincinnati police chief, obviously a DEI girl hire. And
how many times have we seen this? And I hate to say this, but every time Memphis and all these other places, in Atlanta, Beverly, Harvard, every time there's this female, Los Angeles, every time there's a female chief, it's a disaster.
Yeah.
And it can't be true. It can't be everywhere. But it sure seems a lot of them.
Remember they had the riot and they broke down the barriers in New Orleans that time, and the girl police chief said, "Well, we didn't know the barriers. They didn't. We didn't know they were working."
Yeah. I don't think she knew they were there.
Yeah, we didn't know they had barriers. If we'd known they had barriers, we would have used them. God. And speaking of leftist liars, Flounder, let's play cut number 8, Chuck Schumer. This is incredible. Donald Trump is coming back from Scotland after an incredibly successful trip overseas where he basically told Europe, get your act together, we want all your money. So, they're not charging us any tariffs on our stuff to go to Europe. Think about that. We can sell all our stuff to Europe with no tariff, and we're charging all of them 15%. Plus, they got to invest $1 trillion in our technology and our weapons. I mean, this is just part of what Trump got when he's over there. And yet, here is what Chuck Schumer, the suspected child molester, senator from New York, actually has the balls to lie about with us to America. Here we go.
Donald Trump announced a new trade deal with the European Union. It will result in a $90 billion per year tax hike on American families.
No, it won't.
When you raise tariffs, the American families pay for it. $90 billion tax on American families in this tariff deal with the European Union. Donald Trump is, as usual, trying to hype up, exaggerate, and lie about his accomplishments. Donald Trump always lies, almost always lies about his accomplishments, and this is no exception.
He doesn't know what he's saying.
Over the weekend.
He doesn't even know what he's saying. He just came up with stuff off the top of his head to call him a liar, and he always makes up. Yeah, well, not always. But I mean, what are you talking? Like, this is unbelievable. And by the way, the stock market would have gone nuts if this were. Well, of course, stock market always reacts badly because then they make more money when they come back up again. So every time you make a trade, you have to pay the guy. So yeah,
it has nothing to do with middle America and you and me unless you got stock in it.
Yeah. Wow, now Little Flounder's Funnies here.
And we're driving to a Mexican restaurant. It's a true story. A Mexican restaurant after church, and my mother announces in the car that she will be ordering in Spanish. And I said, do not do that. Okay. That's a terrible. Why not, John? I want to be immersive in the culture. I was like, well, we're at Chewy's. So these are white high school dropouts. Okay. These kids don't speak English or Spanish. Okay. Yo quiero. I go, no, mother, no. There's no needs to be coming out of your mouth. It's a cultural experience. We're in between a Psycho Bar and a Panera. Okay. There's no. I want to do it, John. Why can I do it? And this is what I told her. I go, okay, Mom. She's like, why can't I order in Spanish? I go, what other ethnic restaurant would that be acceptable for you to do? Here we go, Duluth. All right, yeah. See, y'all got nervous. I know, y'all got nervous. Oh no, yeah, that's how y'all are, and that's what makes y'all great. No, I said, what other ethnic restaurant would that be appropriate to do? You wouldn't walk into a Chinese restaurant. Oh, I have the wonton soup. No, I'm agreeing with you. You wouldn't. Oh, I have an egg roll. You would not. And you would never do that. Listen, before you get all offended, white people, okay? How mad would you be if you were sitting at a Cracker Barrel? Some Latino guy sat next to you and go, I reckon I get some biscuits and a sweet tea.
And that is Flounder.
That's John Christ.
There you go. He's a good. We like him. Coming up on 5 o'clock. Holy crap! It's sports coming up here.
You enjoy that Pete's tweets we did right there?
I had it ready to go. I was ready to go right here. I had my sign and everything.
Yeah, you sure did.
Sign and everything.
Did a lot of good.
Coming up here any minute, probably.
Streaming across Georgia on the XTRA 106.3 app. This is WFOM and W292EV Marietta on Dickey Broadcasting Station. XTRA 106.3.
A possible motive. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News. Investigators say the man who shot and killed 4 people in a Manhattan office building before killing himself blamed mental health issues on the NFL and wanted to target the league's headquarters, but took the wrong elevator.
We are learning from the Horseshoe Hotel in Las Vegas that he worked in the surveillance department there. Police believe that he drove across the country to carry out this attack. And according to New York City Mayor Eric Adams, a note was found in his pocket that mentioned his grievances against the National Football League and his belief that he had CTE, a degenerative brain disease that impacts a lot of football players.
Fox's Nate Foy, the shooter, never played in the NFL, but did play high school football and shot himself in the chest, requesting in the note that his brain be tested for CTE. The NFL commissioner who works in that Park Avenue building called the killings an unspeakable act of violence. One league employee was seriously injured and is hospitalized. Police also say they'll question a man believed to have supplied parts to assemble the gun that was used. In Massachusetts, AP just reporting that an assisted living facility where a fire killed 10 people this month lost its certification nearly a decade ago temporarily for mistreatment of residents. A key rollback is proposed at the EPA.
The Trump administration looking to launch what it calls the largest deregulatory action in the history of America, with a proposal to revoke a scientific finding, which is the cornerstone of key climate regulations, especially ones governing the auto industry. The Environmental Protection Agency rule would rescind the landmark 2009 finding, which determined that carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases endanger public health.
Fox's Lillian Wu. Opponents say the proposal denies climate reality, and environmental groups plan a challenge. But the EPA administrator argues Supreme Court rulings made clear his agency doesn't have the authority previously claimed. America is listening to Fox News.
Living with everyday pain is like having a voice that always says, no, you can't do that. No, you better sit this one out. It's no way to live. So if pain is affecting you, see how Relief Factor can help get you back to life on your terms. One where you say yes a lot more. Relief Factor is a daily supplement that fights pain naturally. Developed by doctors, Relief Factor's unique formula of natural ingredients does not just mask pain, it helps reduce or eliminate it for good. Whether it's your back, neck, joints, or muscles, Relief Factor can help you, as it has for so many others. So call 1-800-4RELIEF and give Relief Factor's 3-week quick start a try. It's only $19.95, less than $1 a day to get your life back. Just go to ReliefFactor.com or call 1-800-4RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF. And see how you can say yes to more of everything you want.
Let's get it together, ladies. Left shoulder, right of blank. Ready on your dog target. Daly, road guards out. Daly, lock and load. Stand by. It's only me. It's only the Kimmer with Pete Davison, Flounder, and you. 404-741-1230, 741-1230. Nice to have you with us today. Happy Tuesday. And the Braves won last night. We'll do Holy Crap at Sports coming up. I don't know if we have any exciting new deadline news the end of this month.
Marcel's in the lineup again tonight.
Well, so I wonder, if he goes
Thursday night at 6 o'clock is the deadline.
I wonder if he goes 4 for 4, he'll be gone by Thursday.
2-run homer last night.
Yeah.
The joke was the phone should be ringing.
Yeah, I honest to God, I'll bet you if he gets 2 or 3 hits and 2 walks or something, he'll be gone. He'll be on a plane.
He should have been gone after a 2-run homer.
Again, he's a little risky because when he's great, but then he's had who doesn't? Anyway, we'll see. It's kind of exciting time of year. Anyway,
the same thing happened to him last year, didn't it, Pete?
What?
Where he was dead for 2 or 3 months, and then out of nowhere he just.
Well, he started off hot this year, and then his hip started bothering him.
It was the opposite last year, where they were almost thinking about trading him as well, and then he just went on a hot streak that went for the rest of the season.
I can't remember 30 minutes ago. That's just last year. What the hell happened last year?
Yeah, it's like you get direction from somebody. Don't give me all this, get to the light and go west. I don't need that. I don't need go west. Take a left, take a right. I don't need to go west, and then go southeast. No, don't be telling me that. What? Go to the Starbucks. Yeah, go straight ahead to the Starbucks and then go west. No, don't even go west. I can look at my thing in my car.
Ride around with somebody, and I'd say, "Is this is it left or right?" And they would say, "This side."
This side, their side.
What does that mean?
Oh, mercy! And I should give my driving advice. Before we do new stuff. This is a great driving advice, and Pete always makes fun of me, and I can't remember whether Flounder makes fun of me too. Okay, if you're driving along, if you're in rush hour traffic and it's bumper, and you're all nervous, don't listen to me right now. This is not for you. Yeah. If you're driving along and everything's fine and everything's okay, and you're just driving along and everything, you're doing everything's all right and you're in control. Instead of looking where you're looking in your car right now over the hood of your car, don't look where you're going. Look where you're going to be going. Look at the horizon. Right now, lift your eye. If you're driving right now, lift your eyes up to see as far ahead of you as you can see. And I guarantee you, somebody behind the wheel right now is going, "Oh my God, I can see everything ahead of me."
Yep. It's true.
It's true. And we all forget. We all forget to look ahead of where you're going to be going, not where you're going. Look where you're going to be going. And when you learn that in motorcycle safety classes, because that opens up all the possible side angles of somebody coming out of nowhere. I mean, that's exactly why you do it. Well, and I'm telling you, I guarantee you, people will be when they go, oh my God, look at the difference. Yeah. Look as far ahead as you can see.
As they hit the guy in front of them.
Well, that's the other thing. Yeah, it's not good.
You sound like Yoda.
Always looking to the stars, never where you are, what you're doing.
But seriously, I mean, really look ahead as far as you can see, and you'll notice the difference immediately.
It is true. It's true.
And we all forget. In fact, I was listening this morning, and the smart one was still giving his daughter driving lessons, or teaching her when she was like lure spur and stuff. And he said she's doing great because she got to the point where she looked at what somebody else doing. So that guy's a freaking idiot. And he said, "Well, okay, you're going to be okay, honey, when you get your license, because you already recognize there are idiots everywhere. And when you're on a motorcycle, that's the thing. If you take motorcycle, I'm telling you, you buy yourself a chopper, a motorcycle or something, they're all going to get you. And I'm telling you, I can see." Every time I ride my chopper, Saturday and Sunday I ride my chopper, and every time there are instances where I know someone doesn't see me, and I know what they're going to do, so I prepare for them so that I avoid it.
I had a motorcycle pass me on the right, going into Canton, and he had to be going 90, and he got cut between me, and I was going pretty fast, being a dump truck. And it's like, dude, I'd have got over if you just waited a second.
Crazy. Yeah, that's stupid. Those guys are idiots. Crotch rockets, probably. I'll bet it wasn't.
It was a redneck.
Yeah. Well, anyway. All right. 508. Come Pete and Flan. Oh, this is kind of a cool story. And we have Holder Cup of Squirts coming up. And also, do you find the Johnny Carson thing with the cloppers and coppers or whatever it was? Coppers.
Yeah, he found
it. We mentioned we were talking. We played a song by Johnny Carson yesterday, and Pete was remembering one of the funny bits, and we were talking about police agents and stuff like that. A funny bit between Johnny Carson and Jack Webb.
So this is another segment you're going to tease, and then we're not just going to.
We're going to do tweets, too. We got tweets coming up. We got Holder Cup of Sports, and we got this segment on Coppers and Cloppers. But again, I just saw this story, and I thought this was kind of cool, and it amazes me, and I hope they don't ruin this girl. I hope they don't ruin this young girl. Kai Trump says, sorry, Grandpa. Kai Trump, the granddaughter of Donald Trump, the President of the United States, announces her first NIL partnership with Accelerator Active Energy. The University of Miami golf commitment freshman is back with another ode to the 47th president on the golf course. Kai Trump, the granddaughter, seen hitting a golf shot, walking over to a cooler on her cart. She lifts the lid, and Accelerator is right next to a Diet Coke, her grandfather's favorite drink. Oh, now where'd the story go? Oh, I hate when they say read more. Sorry, no, it says read more, and I read more. And she's so she goes over.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
The Accelerator right next to a Diet Coke, her grandfather's favorite drink, and Kai says, sorry, Grandpa, while Kai Trump's smiling and looking at the camera before taking a sip of her Rocket Pop Accelerator. The NIL deal for this 18-year-old girl made a speech at the Trump International Club. She told all fellow Americans and content creators that she partnered with, invested in Accelerator. I don't know what Accelerator is.
I don't either.
Do you know what that is, Flounder? You have any idea what this company is?
No.
I don't know
What's
what it is.
the name of it?
Accelerator. What she loves about Accelerator is with zero sugar and no taurine.
It's a drink.
There's no crash thanks to a proprietary blend of natural caffeine, plant-based thermogenics, cognitive boosters, certified by NSF, clinically proven to accelerate metabolism, hence the name, Accelerator. Boy, this new high, it's like the new eating thing for all of my daughters on all that, not kale, what's the other one there? They can't eat things, I don't know, the new thing going around. Well, I hope she's now getting, I wonder how much she's making. Kai Trump, the granddaughter of the president with an NIL, name, image, likeness, I'll bet she's making a bundle. Anyway, good for her. But I hope they don't ruin her. I hope she keeps her head on her shoulders, because I think she's really quite a young lady. She just seems like she's smart and with it, and not struck by all the celebrity. when they gave her the Tesla car, what do you call it, the Elon Musk car, and she's talking about how I smoked him. I mean, she's real kind of level-headed and grown up, and I hope to God she stays that way for her benefit. Cramer Pete Flounder, how's it going? Okay. Oh, and speaking of not staying level-headed, Jasmine Crockett. Here we go. Once again, the freaking left. They don't understand anything except they want their publicity. Jasmine Crockett, that hood rat chickenhead from Texas, congresswoman, was doing an interview with the Atlantic magazine, and then she found out that Atlantic magazine was also talking to other people about her and all the issues. So she said, well, that's not fair. You can talk to other people about me. So I'm now shutting you down. You can no longer use my profile. I'm not talking to you, and I'm shutting down everything because you didn't tell me first that I'm frustrated you were reaching out to so many other members.
What does she think is happening when they do an article?
They're doing an article on you, and they're not going to talk to anybody? So, I mean, obviously they think that she's so special that it's like a puff piece. So what was that? Flounder, did you have something for me?
When you're done, we got Abraham on the horn. He wanted to ask you a question.
Oh, well, let's do it now because this will wait. She's trying to kill the piece, and it didn't work. And we'll talk more about it. Abraham, welcome aboard, sir. Welcome. What's going on? What do you think?
Hey, Cramer, I got a question for you and Pete.
Okay.
Trump was Epstein's best friend for 10 years, and now Trump is keeps blocking the release of the files. Do you guys think
that's
Trump
not true in either way. There's two lies right there. You made two lies within the first 8 seconds. That's kind of record. Abraham or Varkukelan or whatever.
Yeah, last week it was Justin.
Yeah, Justine.
Trump's not blocking the release of the files?
No, he's not. Who said he was?
He's the guy who decides.
No, he doesn't. No. Trump is not blocking release of the files. In fact, he said publicly, I want them released. Oh,
no,
my God.
What's your proof?
Oh,
What's your
God.
proof? Give us proof.
Yeah.
Give us proof that he's doing that.
They release them.
No, he doesn't.
What are you talking?
That's all he has to do. Is just say, Pam, release the file.
Okay.
He did. He did say release the file, but he's not releasing the identities of the young girls who were having sex with adult men. So he's not releasing all the files.
I mean, you don't think he messed around with he did some bad things with Epstein?
He kicked Epstein out. The only one who did.
He fired Epstein and by the way, Donald Trump. Oh, bullcrap! Donald Trump has never been to Epstein's island. Never.
He flew on Epstein's plane.
He's never been to Epstein's island. He's never been.
1,000 people flew on that island. 1,000 people went to that island.
Listen, nice try, Ricky. But I mean, he calls up and two lies in 8 seconds, and then just argues about it. I mean, again, I'm sorry.
Thanks for listening.
Well, that's my chopper guy. I wonder. I'll bet he was listening.
It's time for a break or something.
Well, in fact, listen. It is a break. But my chopper mechanic, who did that rebuild for me, Steve Studstill, is saying great advice, and we'll talk more about that coming up. Anyway, holy crap of sports coming up. Yeah, all you want.
XTRA 106.3 app is your live connection to the station, streaming free across Georgia. But it's also loaded with all our original shows and podcasts. Listen to exclusive shows from Janelle King, Ben Burnett, and so many more. Grab the XTRA 106.3 app now and start streaming.
Yeah, Peach State Windows, my old buddy Jeff, family business. Wife probably answered the phone for you. Worked with him 25 years ago. I've always been a Hardy Plank siding fan, but if your house needs something different, and they got Peach State Windows, but they specialize in the windows and the vinyl and the energy efficiency and all that top stuff. Perfect fit. And, the more you need, the more money you're going to save, by the way. Financing plan, sure. And the siding, they also work on your doors and roofing issues if you have a problem. They take care of it. These guys are contractors. They know what they're doing, been doing it for decades. Anyway, tell them the Cramer sent you. Windows and siding, and they've got it all. 770-485-8011, peachstatewindows.com.
Here today with Evan Ward from Atlas Retirement. And Evan, I know you've been quite busy in the office these days. So let's talk about some of the things folks are calling you most about here lately.
Well, Kevin, the biggest thing people are really talking about right now is retirement. And I look at retirement as a journey, not a destination. The goal of almost everybody out there is to grow and preserve a tax-efficient portfolio so they can actually enjoy their retirement. And that's why I partnered with Market Guard. I get a lot of the same questions. Evan, when do I sell? When do I hold? And if I sold, when do I get back into the market? In my opinion, that's market timing. And in my experience, market timing, it can be quite confusing. And we have to look at it and allow the math to do the work.
Everybody has a different appetite for risk. So where does Market Guard fit in?
Well, if you want asset preservation and you don't want it to go down due to market volatility, we have portfolios that are designed for this. But if you want to participate in those larger markets, Market Guard can also offer more stock and aggressive portfolios for those that are looking for that kind of strategy. And here's what I propose for our listeners today. For the next 10 callers, we're going to do a Market Guard portfolio comparison, side by side with what you're currently doing, and we'll show you how your 401k and other investments are doing. And we'll make recommendations, and then you can see the difference between Market Guard and what it can do for your portfolio. After that, you decide if you want us to do a complete retirement plan. So give us a call today at 678-736-7799 and ask for your complimentary Market Guard portfolio comparison.
Again, call Evan Ward with Atlas Retirement. That number, folks, 678-736-7799, and you can pick up your complimentary Market Guard portfolio comparison. That's 678-736-7799. Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor.
By texting 26022, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Tax Lien Code. Message and data rates may apply. Terms apply. Available at taxliencode.com.
Imagine waking up and not needing to rush. No commute, no emails, no boss. Just coffee, sunlight, and the freedom to choose. That's the power of tax lien investing. It's been around for over 200 years, used by banks, hedge funds, and the wealthy. And now, finally, it's being taught right here in Atlanta. It's secure, predictable, passive income backed by real estate and mandated by state law. And it pays you, sometimes 15 to 35% returns. You don't need to own property. You just need to see how it works and how to do it right. We've taught over 100,000 students, and we'll teach you for free at a live masterclass right here in Atlanta. If you're ready to start building real wealth through tax lien investing, this is it. Text EARN to 26022 to reserve your free seat. That's EARN to 26022. But hurry, seats are limited. Text EARN to 26022.
Now is the perfect time to start on your next success. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start August 13th. An accredited state university, University of Maryland Global Campus offers online and hybrid courses. Plus, you can earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's for prior learning and work experience, or transfer up to 12 credits towards the master's. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate a Virginia by Chevy.
This was the day in 2006. Pamela Anderson married Kid Rock. Oh, match made in heaven. The forever couple decided to get divorced 4 months later. I don't know if he didn't measure up. I have no idea. And now, RBM of Atlanta. Holy crap at sports with Pete Davis.
Well, nobody measures up to her former husband. That's for damn sure. Braves must be enjoying the barbecue in Kansas City because the Bats woke up for a 10-7 win last night over the Royals. Austin Riley, a big night, a solo homer, then he cleared the bases.
Me.
Hold on.
Pitch, and he stings one in the air to deep left center field to the wall, and that'll hit the base of the wall. We got a jailbreak on the base paths. Profar, Olsen, and Acuna all score, and Riley rips it open. It's a bases-clearing double, and it's now 9-3 Braves here in the eighth.
Ben Ingram clearing his throat there before he started. You had one job, Flounder. One job.
My fault.
Sister Station 680, The Fan with the call. Riley, 2 hits, 4 RBIs. Marcell Ozuna, 2-run long ball. Is that his last homer as a Brave? Let's hope not, because he is in the lineup again tonight.
Well, there you go.
We'll see. Ronald Acuna Jr., another massive blast, 468 feet.
Wow.
In fact, since he joined baseball, Major League Baseball, no one has hit more plus 450 home runs than him. Nobody.
Really?
Yeah, also had 2 RBIs. Spencer, and he says he doesn't know how he does it. He just hits it hard. He doesn't know. He can't tell anyone how to do it.
Timing. Well, no, I mean, it's when you watch if you go the slow mo. I love when they do the slow motions of the home run swings. If they had the exact hip swing it's like in golf too. The guys who are not very strong muscularly hit it a mile because of the
Ichiro could do that.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Spencer Strider improves to 5-8, 5 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs. Daysbel Hernandez, his 8th save. Rafael Montero tried to give the game away. He allowed 3 runs in the 9th.
Oh,
not good.
I didn't see that.
And poor Rich Hill of the Royals, 45 years old, designated for assignment after the Braves knocked him around. Kind of sad there.
Yeah.
Tonight, it was 100 degrees last night, too.
Plus, you could. I saw part of that,
dying.
and also they were saying his arm was getting lower when he was throwing. I mean, it was
45.
It was 100 degrees. Yeah.
Tonight, the 3-10 Eric Fetty makes his Braves debut against the KC's right-hander Seth Lugo, who is 7-5. Braves in 4th place, 5 games behind the 3rd place Marlins. Royals in 3rd place in the American League Central, 9.5 games behind the Tigers. Over the weekend, the Yankees visited Philly, but no one is talking about that. They're talking about the couple in the stands in the Bronx who decided to give each other a hand, so to speak, as in job.
Yes.
Video taken of the two in broad daylight, touching themselves and each other like 2 weasels in heat. The video has gone viral, which led to one tweeter to tweet, 60 years ago, the president got his head blown off in a parade, and we got one grainy, half-obscured video of it. Now a Phillies fan goes at it in the Yankee Stadium, and I've got to see 8 different angles of it every time I log on. And she's like convulsing.
She was kissing his breasticles.
Yep. She was licking his nipples. Yeah, at one point. Another day, another fight at Falcons training camp. The tight end Felipe Franks and linebacker Caden Ellis had to be offspringed. I said offspringed.
They were offspringed.
Offspringed.
You got to keep them separated.
You had 2 jobs.
And I failed at them both.
And I even gave him the script and circled it. Maybe this Falcons team will show a little fight during the season this year. Wouldn't it be nice?
It could be a good sign.
They're going to get all tuckered out
Maybe
here.
they're ticked. Maybe they're so freaking angry, you know.
So, NFL news, despite their New York office building being the target of that crazy man yesterday, according to CNN's resident lying biatch Aaron Burnett, possible white man, looking like Lamont from Sanford and Son, but he's white, obviously. Everyone was kind of shocked when the Raiders cut Christian Wilkins, and now we know why. It's the Raiders, so it was weird. All right, Wilkins kissed a fellow player on the head, and that player took offense to it.
What?
Yeah, the Raiders voided the remaining $35 million of guaranteed money left on his contract. He's also injured, so that's part of the thing too. He injured himself last year, and he didn't play a lot after that.
$35 million for a kiss on the head of another player.
Well, they signed him last year for $90-something million. So they voided this. Last week's incident happened inside a team meeting room. One source telling ESPN that the interaction was playful, but the teammate didn't see it as playful. It's not known what the player did following the incident, whether he hit him or anything. Complaint, though, was filed with the Raiders Human Resources Department. Is that an oxymoron? The Raiders have a Human Resources Department?
This is pro football.
And investigated it, Be like a man, slug him if you didn't like it.
Can you imagine Matuzak and those guys?
They'd have hit him.
Oh, my God.
They would have hit you. Matuzak would have taken your head off. Yeah, Ted Hendricks, remember him, the stork?
The
mad
stork. Yeah. Holy cow.
Otis Sistrunk from the University of Mars.
My God, Baldy man,
Shunka. What did you say?
I was just a phrase.
Shunka. Shunka. Could you define Shunka, please? Spell it and define it. Could you define Shunka?
If he was a bald head and a gold earring.
S-H-U-N-K-A?
Shunka, yeah.
Okay. How does a Hooters restaurant closing affect golfer John Daly's wallet?
Well, he probably spends a lot of money in there.
The Augusta Hooters, right outside of Augusta National Golf Club, is closing. Hooters is in trouble. They're in bankruptcy.
That's where he would park his trailer.
His RV right there since 1997, selling merchandise and autographs and stuff. Last year alone, 2024, not this year, 2024, John Daly moved how much money in merch?
At that location with his selling his stuff, $7,000.
Higher.
$18,000.
Higher.
$64,000.
Higher.
$7 million.
$780,000 of merch out of an RV.
Of what? Just say what his merch is. I mean,
T-shirts and golf clubs and tees.
Merchandise. Oh, my Lord.
Budweiser. A tradition like no other.
Yeah.
Reason number 3,234, the WNBA is a massive joke.
Yeah.
All right, you taking it serious?
Yeah, not me, buddy.
An unexpected timeout call in the July 26th matchup between the Mercury and the Mystics when Phoenix guard Kalia Copper experienced a mishap mid-game. Did you hear about this?
I did not hear about this.
I'm going to tell you that. Late in the third quarter, Copper made a sharp move around the teammate screen to get open. Yeah. But as she drove toward the perimeter, her wig got stuck on Mystics guard Jade Melbourne, and in the chaos, it slipped off and fell to the floor.
Oh, no.
Did she pick it up and keep playing?
Oh, God, I don't know what I would do.
Copper quickly turned around, grabbed the hairpiece, and ran off the court to the locker room.
Oh, please, Lord.
Officials paused the game and called a timeout.
Oh, wait a minute. How about a technical?
Yeah, play with 4.
Holy.
She abandoned the team. She's fleeing the interview. You heard me. They stopped the game because her weave fell off.
That's unbelievable.
This is a real sport.
Wow.
Not an injury, a wig. Imagine if an NBA game was suspended if LeBron James lost a toupee. The moment was out of the ordinary. While most in attendance did not make a spectacle of it, one fan apparently mocked the situation. The lady players took the gentle ribbing in stride and carried on.
No. It's a Tansiera.
Or Copper's teammates ran to the referees and pointed out the fan who was tossed from the arena for daring to mock the insanity of a game being stopped because of a frickin' wig falling off. They threw the man out.
No heckling in the WNBA.
Oh, yeah, they're glass little cathedrals.
They want more money, though, just like the men, because it's the same thing, really.
Did you see where they wore those T-shirts, pay us what you owe us?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Babylon Bee showed all these slave labor in Asia, sewing these T-shirts together.
And it said the bad news is pay what we owe. Now the WNBA owes the NBA $400 million.
Yeah. I mean, it's a joke of a league, and they threw the guy out for laughing at it.
That's unbelievable.
That's a joke. That's not a sport.
Those are your fans, the ones you're driving away by being hood rats against Caitlin Clark, who brought you all the stuff that you should be celebrating. They should have used this opportunity to go giant on this stuff.
That's right. And it's not the first time it's happened. She lost her wig during the Olympics, too.
Holy cow.
Can you...
Why are you even wearing a wig during a sports event?
Because she's got to look good.
Oh man!
I don't. Why do they wear a watch when they're playing tennis? Or they got a dentist appointment? I got to stop here at center court in Wimbledon. I got a dentist appointment. It's all fashion. It's all.
I mean, the baseball players do it too.
Very few wear a watch.
Well, no, I mean the necklaces and things like that.
Yeah, they should have outlawed. I'll tell you the truth, that's deadly. At some point, someone's going to get something bad's going to happen with one of those. And the football players too.
Slide.
Well, football players, they are not. We used to not be allowed to wear rings because you get step on a cleat, there goes your finger.
The punters do.
Literally, yeah.
The punters do. In fact, I thought Kirk Cousins wore one last year, and they just wrap it. Yeah, but you can lose a finger if someone steps on it.
Absolutely.
On this day in sports history, July 29, 1938.
Yes.
On WGN's White Sox pregame radio show.
Yeah.
That's out of Chicago, WGN.
Yeah.
Yankees outfitter Jake Powell responded to a question concerning his offseason employment.
Okay.
In Dayton, Ohio, Powell was a policeman in the offseason.
Okay.
So they asked him, what did he do in the offseason as a policeman in Dayton, Ohio?
Yeah.
This is Dayton, Ohio, by the way.
Dayton, yeah.
Quote, and I'm going to clean this up. I crack N-words on the head.
Oh, boy.
End quote.
Oh, boy.
Commissioner Kennesaw Mountain Landis heard about this, but downplayed the incident. This is 1938, by the way.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah.
Describing the ball player's comments as acting not intentionally, but carelessly.
It was careless language.
So he suspended the reserve fly chaser. How many games did he miss? How many days did he miss?
Oh, probably 100 days at least.
Lower.
95 days.
Lower.
84 days.
Lower.
24 days.
Lower.
1 day.
10
days.
Whole days. Now we laugh. This is not good.
The time. That was, the time.
It was a different time. It's not funny.
Not quite. Well, I'll give you one quickie and then a little bit longer one.
That's
here
what
in sports.
she said.
On this day, the first 8-foot high jump. A Cuban high jumper named Javier Sotomayor clears 8 feet 0 inches in a high jump for the first time in 1989.
To get into Florida?
Well, apparently, over the fence, and there you go. Anyway, more coming up, 5:30. Kimmer, Pete, Flounder, how you doing? We got newsy stuff and happy stuff and fixing our team. We had to have an engineer come in to put the channel back on for what the morning show left us with. A monkey on a scooter from Japan.
A Segway.
Coming up. Look out.
XTRA 106.3 is Atlanta's home for NASCAR, and we have live races every weekend from across the country. Check out XTRA1063.com for the full schedule and join us this weekend for live NASCAR action.
Command the road this summer in a new 2025 GMC Sierra Crew Cab 4-wheel drive elevation or SLT, powered by the legendary 5.3-liter V8.
Right now at Jim Ellis Buick GMC, save $10,950 off MSRP, plus take an extra $2,500 off with a qualifying trade for an impressive total savings of $13,450. With more than 80 Sierras in stock at Jim Ellis Buick GMC, you can drive yours home today. Visit JimEllisBuickGMC.com to start or complete your entire purchase online.
Or shop in person on Peachtree Boulevard just inside the perimeter or on Highway 20 in Beaufort. Jim Ellis Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Offer applies to 2025 GMC Sierra Crew Cab and 4-wheel drive elevation and SLT models with 5.3 V8. Example stock number GS4511, MSRP $67,574. After $10,950 in Jim Ellis discounts, sale price is $56,624. Excludes TABT and state fees. $2,500 trade-in assistance applies to 2011 or newer trade-ins. Expires 7/31/25.
Good morning, Mike. What you eating?
You gotta try this.
I can hear you crunching from the next cube over.
This is amazing. I just discovered it this weekend at Lidl. It's Greek Goddess Gourmet Granola. They were sampling it, so I tried it. Then I bought 6 bags.
Wow. Is it cereal?
Can be. Or an amazing trail mix. It's great for a meal or a snack.
What's in it?
Well, they have 2 flavors, maple oat and harvest nut, which is my favorite. It's made with whole grain oats, almonds, pecans, raisins, coconut, and the sweet taste of pure maple syrup. Maple oat is a simpler take on their delicious granola. It's got wholesome oats, plump raisins, coconut, and maple syrup.
That sounds healthy and delicious.
That's why I can't stop crunching, Susan.
Greek Goddess Gourmet Granola. It's a breakfast or on-the-go snack you can feel good about. It's dairy-free and gluten-free, and with only 2 grams of added sugar per serving, even your belly will love it. Pick some up at Lidl, Amazon, GreekGoddessGourmet.com, or at specialty stores near you.
Hi, I'm Chris Lalamia, owner of the Trusted Toolbox. Are home repairs piling up? Are you feeling overwhelmed? Relax. We've got you covered. From drywall dings and leaky faucets to deck repairs and trim replacement, we're your one-stop shop for everything for your home needs. No more juggling multiple contractors. Just call us at the Trusted Toolbox and we'll handle it. Your home deserves the best, and we don't want you breaking your back trying. Call the Trusted Toolbox today at 770-623-3097 or visit us at thetrustedtoolbox.com. The Trusted Toolbox, your one-stop shop for home repairs and more.
My name is Patrick, and I'm the Military Outreach Manager at the Warrior Alliance. I served in the U.S. Army as an airborne ranger and deployed to several combat zones in support of the global war on terror. Veterans bring excellence through our work ethic, skills, and civic duty. However, transitioning to civilian life can be difficult, as we all share a loss of purpose when leaving the military. Returning veterans have earned and deserve our support so they can thrive on their journey home. The Warrior Alliance understands the challenge and is helping warriors navigate to success after service. Join us in changing thousands of lives for the better. Donate today at thewarrioralliance.org.
Yes, there's a ceasefire, but ask anyone in Israel if they feel peace. You're going to hear a very different story. Bombed homes, families that have been torn apart, kids too afraid to play outside. The violence may have slowed, but the fear has not disappeared. The threat's not going away. It's just paused. That's why the work of the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews, the IFCJ, is more vital than ever. While others move on, IFCJ remains steadfast, bringing the life-saving aid and long-term support to God's people. They're feeding Holocaust survivors, helping families of soldiers, comforting children who just still sleep with their shoes on, just in case they have to run to a bomb shelter in the night. Can you imagine having to live this way? The Bible says, comfort, comfort my people. And that's exactly what IFCJ is doing with your help. A ceasefire might pause the rocket fire, but it doesn't heal the heart. Let's be part of the peace that lasts. Learn more about IFCJ and their life-saving work. Go online to ifcj.org. That's ifcj.org.
The Morning Extra, starting your day the right way. Weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m.
Barack Obama came out and was like, don't vote for this bill. Do you need any more indication that you should probably vote for this bill?
Absolutely right.
The head honcho of all of this stuff that came down your way for the better part of a decade, he's the one who's telling you, don't vote for this.
What is it that he hates more than anything? And it's America.
Atlanta's only conservative news and talk station is XTRA 106.3.
Scoop, go, scoop. Do scoop. Beach Boys. And da-da-da-da. 1963. The American music chart's full of hot rod songs, so Capitol Records sent disc jockeys a list of car terms and phrases to help promote the Beach Boys' latest release, Little Deuce Coupe. This song was a B-side to the Beach Boys' single Surfer Girl. The car, a Little Deuce Coupe, it refers to the 1932 Ford Model 18, the Deuce being for the year 1932, and also two doors, but Deuce Coupe. And that was 1932, the official, that's when they labeled it, Beach Boys. Our birthday list includes a sports birthday, Dak Prescott, 32 years old. Is he still quarterback in Dallas?
Yes.
And did I read
some with his girlfriend lately? He's done something with his girlfriend.
Oh God! Anyway, Dak Prescott is 32, and if you remember the TV series Emergency and also the old series Laramie, there's an actor named Robert Fuller. He's 92 years old. If you saw his face, you remember him. He was in Emergency and Laramie. Robert Fuller, 92 years old.
Why did the chicken coop have two doors?
Well, because otherwise it'd be a chicken sedan.
That's right.
Hey, ho, hi-oh. Thank you. Ho, ha. Thank you. And on this day in 1996, Olympics in Atlanta, Carl Lewis wins the fourth consecutive long jump at the age of 35.
Yeah, amazing.
The ninth and final Olympic gold medal of his storied career. Let's see. Carl Lewis was born in Alabama, raised in New Jersey. He was undersized. He grew long legs, became a sprinter, developed at 6'2" eventually. He set a national high school record in the long jump. And he was, he won the 100 meters, 200 meters, and the long jump at the 83 national championships. The 84 Olympics, top-ranked sprinter. He met his goal of 4 gold medals, the long jump, the 100 meters, 200 meters, and anchoring the victorious 400 by 100, 4 by 100 meter. It made him the first Olympian since discus thrower Al Order to win the same event 4 times. His career considered among the greatest in the history of track and field.
He's never answered the question publicly whether he's gay or not, but he has said he has never had a long-term relationship.
Huh. Well.
Yeah. So that could mean anything.
Yeah.
Incel or whatever.
Yeah. I don't think anybody. I don't think it was ever even when. And who was the diver? Greg Louganis, who had AIDS, and they of course they made more about that because he banged his head and blade in the pool, and so that became a thing. But I don't think anybody ever really mentioned much about Carl Lewis other than he was kind of. He was a.
Yeah, thank goodness for chlorine, though.
You know? Well, that's the thing. All right, hold everything now. It's 5:39 already. Holy smokes, 5:39. Cramer, Pete, and Flounder. He's mocking me in there now. I'm waving my sign. He's waving his back at me. I think. Anyway, we got Pete Davis. So Pete's tweets on the ringer. So.
Babylon B.
Yes.
American Eagle apologizes.
Oh, they did?
Replaces Sydney Sweeney with fat, transgender, double amputee of color. Elon Musk tweets, slavery was standard practice throughout Earth until it was almost entirely ended, principally by Anglo-American forces in the 19th and 20th centuries. Slavery still exists in some parts of the world, by the way. I'm not suggesting Britain was purely angelic, but nonetheless, this is true.
Yeah.
Default position was slavery up until 1830 when the British Empire said no.
Yep.
And they put themselves in debt to get out of it.
In fact, can I interrupt you a second here? Listen to this. My Delta buddy Kevin, the pilot, my Delta pilot buddy Kevin has sent me this the other day. Slavery. Only 1.6% of U.S. citizens owned slaves in 1860 when it was at its peak. 1.6% of American citizens. So stop basing your hate on the entire white race for the actions of a mere 1.6%.
Yeah.
By the way. Yes, sir. Go ahead. Keep going. Sorry.
Ken points out that U.S. aid gets defunded. Then the Democrat National Committee can't make its payroll. Then the major networks begin operating like actual businesses and start laying off overpriced talent to stop hemorrhaging millions of dollars. I'm sure it's all unrelated, though.
I mean, when you think about it, the millions of dollars in under-the-table payoffs
to leftist organizations. Yeah.
They would come up, they'd say, you can give us $2 million, we'll come up with a program to spend it.
Yeah.
I mean, my God, it was unbelievable.
They said like 90% was wasted.
Yeah, just waste.
Give it to leftists or the people that deserve that you wanted that money to go to.
Yeah.
Never got it.
Never got it.
Especially overseas.
That's right.
Mommy has a potty mouth tweets. American girl releases their first doll with hearing loss.
Oh, really? Wow.
To which Faith replies, wait, the other dolls can hear us?
Yeah, how the hell can you tell the difference?
Annabelle?
I guess you'd have to play dolls, have a second doll. Otherwise, who cares?
Do you know what a honey trap is?
Oh, sure. Eric Swalwell.
All right. How about the word mole?
Mole? Yeah, somebody sneaking in and getting information in your organization.
Spies have been using these words for quite some time.
Yeah.
Where did they come from? Who coined these words for spies?
Honey and mole.
Honey trap and mole.
And mole. Wow, great question.
First ever coined by the spy novel writer John Le Carre.
No kidding.
He came up with those two phrases. The Spy Who Came In From the Cold is one of the best books, and the Gary Oldman version of it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, but
Great
you know
movies.
what? I still don't understand part of that stupid movie. I know.
Well, read the book.
I know.
Read the book.
I thought I did, and I can't remember.
It's real. It makes you think. And the old one with Richard Burton is good too.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's two versions of it.
I'm not sure I saw that one.
They're very good.
Yeah.
My local grocer has his finger on the pulse of what we want.
Oh, really? Wow.
He put a sign up in the produce section that reads, how to tell if cauliflower is ripe.
Oh.
1, who cares? 2, it's cauliflower. 3, you're not going to eat this. 4, just keep walking. And 5, the cookies are on aisle 14.
I love cauliflower and broccoli.
It's disgusting.
I will buy a bag of cauliflower and broccoli together, and I'll smear butter all over it and put it in the oven on a metal tray and roast it. And I'll eat the whole damn thing.
You know what I did the other night?
What?
At 2 a.m,
Yeah.
I'm starving.
All right.
And I get up. I don't have a lot in there, but I just bought, for the first time, I bought white mushrooms. I've never cooked white mushrooms. Didn't particularly care for mushrooms.
Yeah.
I threw them in there and started sauteing them. Then I cut up a part of a garlic clove or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
I've never done that before either.
Yeah.
Threw that in there. Carved up some onions and threw it in there. Then I threw a couple eggs in there with some ham and some feta cheese with Mediterranean herb.
Yeah.
And the best damn omelet I have ever eaten.
I'll bet. I can't imagine you've got a clove of garlic hanging around.
I bought one because they say garlic's great for you.
Yeah.
So I chopped that sucker up, threw it in there, and it was fantastic.
Well, there you are. Anyway, by the way, a couple other quick things here. Speaking of my pilot buddy Kevin from Delta, you mentioned yesterday on your sportscast about the coach at Baylor. Well, Kevin writes me, I went to Baylor, and that coach Dave Aranda, head coach, is a weird dude.
Speaking of the devil, we got Kevin on the horn right now.
Are you serious? Oh, I'll be damned. He said he's a weird dude. He better win this year. That might be the nail in his coffin.
It is.
Hey, Kevin, how's it going, man?
Yeah. Hey, guys, great show, Pete. Great sports, as usual. I wanted to. I know I'm a day late, but I couldn't call in live yesterday, and it was important because Animal House is probably like Caddyshack is to you, Kimmer.
Yeah. It's a big one.
Probably,
it's a big one.
And I'm glad Pete's there because he can appreciate this.
Yeah.
I mean, so many good scenes in that movie, and I know I'm late to the party. Couldn't call in yesterday,
That's
but
all right.
when they. Yeah. Best part is the middle of the movie, right after they wrecked Flounder's car, and he was so upset, and they're like, "Look," and I'm cleaning this up.
You trusted us. Yeah.
and then they weld his car and get it all going, and then they go to the girls' college and they act like. Remember when Otter acts like he
lost his girlfriend?
She was hot too. The one in the car.
Can you get our friends dates? Do you mind if we dance with your dates? No, fine. We'll go right ahead.
That's what I was getting at. They go into the club, and it's all black, of course, and they have no idea where they are. And Boone walks in, and he says, "Otis, my man." And Otis, even though he had just played at the toga party, he looks at them like he doesn't even know them.
Right.
What does Pinto say? I think we're the only white people in here.
Right.
We're the only white people here.
Oh, cool. Hey, yeah.
And then the big black dude comes up and rips the table out of the concrete and says, "Can I dance with you?"
Yeah, we mind if we dance with your dates. I love it. All right, thanks for the memories, Kevin. 546.
Funny movie.
Repeat and Flounder. 404-741-1230. And what the heck? I had one more thing. Darn it all. Oh, I hate when I do this.
If only you did put it right in front of you so it would be the first thing you saw.
Son of a gun. No, it was something I had. I was going to.
Well, it's break time anyway, so think about it during the break.
I'll try to find it. 546. Give her Pete and Flounder. All right, hold everything. We'll be back. Oh, darn it. I can't believe I hate this.
Start your day with Tug and Los on the Morning Extra from 6 to 10. Then it's Glenn Beck, Clay and Buck at noon, and the Cramer Show on your ride home from 3 to 6. And hang out every night for Jesse Kelly at 6 and Jimmy Fela at 9. And stream it all live in crystal clear HD on the XTRA 106.3 app.
Make going back to school a little more fun as the Brewers and Marlins come to Truist Park August 4th through the 10th. The week includes the Ronaldo Lopez bobblehead giveaway presented by Coca-Cola, followed by the Ronald Acuna Jr. Funko Pop giveaway presented by Xfinity. Then head into the weekend series where it's all about the kids, including Kids Club Day on August 9th, plus 2 Kids Gate giveaways featuring the Chris Sale Triple Crown and the Kids Sliding Mitt. And the second half of August is even more stacked, with more fun as the White Sox and division rival Mets battle the Braves August 18th through the 24th. Fans can look forward to 3 giveaways, including the 1995 World Series replica ring presented by Coca-Cola on Alumni Night, which will celebrate the 30th anniversary of the World Series title, a camo rope hat presented by Realtree as part of the hunting and fishing night at Truist Park, and more. Purchase your tickets at braves.com/promos. Atlanta Braves baseball. We are Braves country.
Hey, it's Front Office Lowe's here to tell you about a new company that is changing the way people buy their next pre-owned car or truck. At The Honest Car Guy, they offer a completely transparent way to purchase a vehicle. You pay what he pays, plus a small honest fee. You can choose any make or model. He will search the country for the best deal out there. He'll handle the paperwork, your trade-in, shipping, and even give you the bill of sale. Friends, I've done the research, and this is a buying process that you can trust. Call 844-SHOW-ME, the number 1, or visit online at honestcarguy.com.
A second opinion with Coach Pete's local trusted advisor, Craig Chandler of Chandler Wealth Management, can reveal red flags and what Coach Pete calls financial termites.
Yeah, let's look behind the scenes and make sure you're doing the right thing. And if you're not, the absolute best time to find out you're doing the wrong thing was before you did it. But now the second best time is today. And maybe you have too many financial termites in your portfolio. Who knows? In financial termites, too much risk, too many fees, and commissions coming out of your money. Say you give a broker $100,000 and then you look at your first statement and it says $90,000 and you didn't do any trading. And so be very careful about it. There's a lot of warning signs that pop up in my head when I hear different things. And if someone is slamming safe alternatives, folks, too, by the way, I mean, we practice risk and safety principles here, making sure you have that properly balanced portfolio. But if you have an advisor who's pushing all safety all the time or all risk all the time, then they're not the real advisors for you, I don't think, for retirement.
Call for a comprehensive review with Craig Chandler, 800-419-6164, 800-419-6164.
Bum, bum. This is not Elvis. On this day, 1956, Carl Perkins hit the British singles chart with blue suede shoes. There we go. Johnny Cash planted the seed for this song in the fall of 1955 While Carl Perkins, Johnny Cash, and Elvis toured the South. Johnny Cash told Carl Perkins of a black airman whom he had met while serving in the Air Force in Germany. And Johnny Cash said he referred to his military regulation air shoes as blue suede shoes. And Johnny Cash suggested that Carl Perkins write a song about blue suede shoes, and by golly, he did. And this is it.
If Carl hadn't had that car wreck, he'd have been huge.
He was the guy back then. He was he and Elvis and Johnny Cash. What a trio that was, touring around the South.
Jerry
in the 50s. Jerry Lee Lewis. Yeah, wow.
What a show that would have been.
Oh man. I can imagine driving along. And this was a day when they were just driving in their cars to the places. I mean, it wasn't like, Uber drivers and limousines and stuff. These were guys in their jalopies.
And they were all hooked on greenies and, uppers.
Yeah, absolutely. Holy smokes. Let's see. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, something special coming up here for you in just 1 second. First of all, a quick history look back on this day in 1976. David Berkowitz pulls a gun out of a paper bag and fires 5 shots at Donna Loria and Jody Valenti of Bronx while they're sitting in a car talking. The girl died. Valenti was seriously wounded. The first of the shootings by the serial killer, the son of Sam, the .44 caliber killer. He got the name because he wrote letters sent to the police and newspaper writer Jimmy Breslin and said, "I am a monster. I am the son of Sam. I love to hunt, prowling the streets looking for fair game. The women are prettiest of all." He attacked again and again for like a year. They got a description of the killer. Another shooting. Fever women were afraid with dark hair, were afraid to go out. People are saying don't go out at night, especially if you're a girl with dark hair. Police followed a tip on a parking ticket given out the night that someone discovered a machine gun in a car belonging to David Berkowitz. When questioned, Berkowitz explained that Sam was his neighbor, an agent of the devil, and he got his orders through his black Labrador.
Okay, the Netflix show Mindhunter, 2 seasons of that. The FBI guys who first started out going after people like him, they interviewed him, and in the show, they claim that he said it was all full. He made it up.
He made it up.
No dog was talking to him. He just wanted to shoot people.
Yeah. He later claimed to be a born-again Christian and doesn't want to get out of prison. He was sentenced to 500 years or 300 or whatever. Anyway, to 5:53. Flounder, shall we entertain the little people? One more chance there, sir, if you don't mind.
One more for the
ladies
road.
and gentlemen, just before you get ready to get in time.
Before that, we got Every Friday Susan, who just wanted to call real quick.
Every Tuesday, Friday, Susan. Welcome anytime. Hi, Susan. How you doing? What's up?
That story about that woman losing her wig and then stopping game time. I just can't. As a female athlete, first of all, I just can't. But second of all, did you know back about, it was either 10 or 15 years, you know how the NFL does their collective bargaining agreement every 4 or 5 years, whatever, with the union and all that, right? And back about, I want to say it was 10, maybe 15 years ago, because the younger guys coming out of college were into the longer hair or the dreadlocks. And so they made it to where if you grabbed them by their hair and tackled them, it was actually legit. Like even if you pulled out the hair from the freaking scalp, it was legit. It wasn't a horse tackle. Like you could literally do that. But yet she loses her wig and they stop
the game.
And we wonder why the WNBA is never going to make any money.
Yeah, I know. Well, and especially the way I don't want to see, the hood rats are taking over everything. It's just, it's not athletics anymore. It's too much of a side thing. I don't even know. It doesn't appeal to me. I feel bad because I love women's sports, I love women golfers and athletes. Anyway. Well, listen, say hi to Kelly for us. I'm glad you called every Friday or Tuesday, Susan, for that matter. 555, ready? Here we go.
Me.
Seashells, Sally sells seashells.
Unique New York. Unique New York.
And now, another edition of Not the Kimmers, Really Bad Sex Rainy Day Theater Playhouse, where we, by golly, try to bring just a tedious bit of joy and happiness into your otherwise miserable lives of you, the little people. Today's episode, I'm on to you, rabbit. The scene, bluegrass country, Loretto, Kentucky. home of the Maker's Mark Distillery, and the Pete Davis home for wayward women and Spanking Emporium. It's 2 a.m. on a chilly Sunday morning. Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd are attempting to break into the distillery. Unsure of what exactly the two of them are trying to steal, Bugs turns to Elmer and asks,
is this whiskey?
To which Elmer Fudd replies,
yeah, but not as risky as robbing a bank.
And scene. Risky whiskey. The words are chick. Oh, God. Yeah, see, it's Elmer. Oh, golly.
I can't take credit this week.
Well, we have a guest contributor. Shall I tell him everything? Mike Summers is his name. My old co-morning man and co-host from 50 years ago. Literally 1975.
I wasn't even born yet.
and he's still around, and he's still, hanging. So he sent us that little thing in case Pete wouldn't want to. Yeah, there you go. So anyway, thank you, Mike Summers. Anyway, Cramer, Pete, and Flounder, 556. Okay. Quick thing before we go. We got Flounder's Funny coming up here in just a minute. But in case you missed it, what a story. A 2-year-old kid named Govinda Kumar at his home in Belar, India. 2 years old, playing in the yard, a 3-foot cobra slithers by. The little boy thought it was a toy. He grabbed it. The snake coiled itself around the 2-year-old boy's hand. Startled, Govinda reacted by biting the cobra's head clean off. He bit the head clean off. His grandmother says he killed it on the spot. Then the boy passed out because he had venom from the snake in his system. Luckily, the snake did not get to bite him, the cobra, and so he didn't get the venom teeth deliberately into his bloodstream, but he got some of it in his mouth, and the doctor said his face and mouth were swollen, but he's fine. The neurotoxins didn't get into the whole bloodstream, thank God. But for the record, India has 300 different species of snakes, including 60 of the most dangerous. Vipers, kraits, saw-scaled. Anyway, the little boy, 2 years old, bit the cobra's head clean off and lived to tell about it. One more Flounder's Funnies here before we wrap it up for your Tuesday afternoon on 106.3 with Cramer, Pete, and Flounder.
If you're not going to cook, you got to do the dishes. That's fair. That's even. That's the trade. And while I am willing to do the dishes, I do not agree that this is an even trade. Now, I know there are dish people in this room right now that are hesitant to get on board with me because you are sitting with the cook person in your life. And that is fine. Stare straight ahead quietly. I'll say what needs to be said. Dishes sucks, all right, cooks? Sucks the whole time. It's not satisfying or fulfilling. There's no fun new dish recipes that we get to try. And it's even worse doing the dishes for someone who is cooking and knows that they will not be doing the dishes. Because this causes them to use every possible dish. I'll just put this mustard into a little bowl and then I'll put it in the pan. Just take it out of the jar and put it in the pan. For God's sake, run the spoon under some water for 3 seconds. Instead of just gluing it to the countertop. There you go, it lives there now. Get that out for the morning with a butter knife.
Sounds like my kitchen. That sounds like a minor league, the guy we like,
his name's Yvonne Decker.
But he sounds like
Nate Bargatze.
No, the other one, the bald-headed, red-haired guy,
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr.
Oh.
He kind of has style like Bill Burr. You kind of reminded me of, and I love Nate Bargatze. And I'm sorry, who was that, Flounder? Do we have the guy's name?
Ivan Decker.
Ivan Decker.
Decker.
I wasn't even there that weekend. All right, hold on. It's almost time to go. Cramer, Pete, and Flounder. Boys, have a great night. Hump day tomorrow. And in the meantime, Christine, sing me home, baby. I gotta go. You're killing me. Play with a herb and a herb. Look out.
This is WFOM and W292EV Marietta, a Dickey Broadcasting Station. Locally owned and heard throughout Georgia on the XTRA app.